I said small boats, brother. I said small boats. But it's in a serious thing. You're going to kill the ball. Yo. Okay, my brother. What a number. What a number. What's the number? You can check. Come on. That wasn't a people inside. Huh? The panel Libya. So two guys was Libya. We know. We go sit down now. We really don't want to guys. We don't want to.
Bringing sense to the issue for better discussion. Seku Sherry coming to talk.
Seku Sherry day.
Labira, Labira. Bringing sense to the issue for better discussion. Seku Sherry coming to talk. Labira, listen to the voice of Liberia. It's time to talk. Breaking sense to the issue for better discussion. Seku Sherry coming to talk.
Seku Sherry
Labira, listen to the voice of Liberia. It's time to talk. Breaking sense to the issue for better discussion. Seku Sherry coming to talk. Labira, listen to the voice of Liberia. It's time to talk. Breaking sense to the issue for better discussion. Seku Sherry coming to
Seku Sherry day.
Labira, listen to the voice of Liberia. It's time to talk. Breaking sense to the issue for better discussion. Seku Sherry coming to talk. Labira, listen to the voice of Liberia. It's time to talk. Breaking sense to the issue for better discussion. Seku Sherry coming to
Seku Sherry day.
Labira, listen to the voice of Liberia. It's time to talk. Breaking sense to the issue for better discussion. Seku Sherry coming to
you that our country, Liberia, will not burn. This is where we say we will continue to do what we can do. We will do what is best for our country. We will do what is in the interest of the Liberian people. And we will do our best to see progress in our nation. So let me say good morning to you. Let me say welcome to all of you. Those of you who have joined us on the internet this morning, I want to say welcome. Let us all share the live video as I have shared mine. You can share the live video, share it in all of the group chats, share it wherever you want to, so that others be able to have access to information this morning. And it promises to be a very, very much fascinating conversation. It promises to be fascinating. It promises to be a great one. And we will talk. We will continue to talk. We will not get tired talking. If the government do the right thing, we will talk it out. If the government go ahead and do the bad things, we will say it out. That is our responsibility. That is the reason why we are watchdogs of society. And welcome those of you watching us on Facebook. Drop as to where you're watching us from. We might be able to read out all of your comments, or might not be able to read out all of your comments this morning. And also those of you following us from our YouTube page, you can also drop as to where you're watching from, and let us all have a conversation this morning. The cash giveaway is on. We're going to announce it as early as we can because we want people to win some money. This morning, you're using 100 Liberian dollars to play, and then we're giving you 4,000 plus a half bag of rice. So you use your 100 Liberian dollars, and then we give you the 4,000 plus your half bag of rice this morning. That is it. All you need to do is to dial star 799 star 8 hatch, star 799 star 8 hatch. You dial that code and be able to win yourself some money. A lot is happening in the country, and we are here to talk about them. Some of the things that's happening, we are here to be able to speak about it. Put the truth to where it belongs. Analyze issues, to give out suggestions, give out recommendations, and we do what is best for our country. President Joseph Yuma Boakai has finally fulfilled his promise of the 285 Earth moving equipment. And according to the president, these machines were being brought in to boost road connectivity across Liberia. And he has fulfilled his promises. One of his promises, the people shouldn't hold me this morning. People have been asking, but when the other ones will come, when the other machine will come. We ourselves have been saying that there have been a lot of things, a lot of issues about this yellow machine. And at the end of the day, fellow Liberians, the 285 earth moving equipments, they are in the country. Let me say congratulations to the Boakas regime. They were being transported to Camp Cindy, where military barracks in Carisburg, Montserrat County. The machines, they are in town. The thing now come, the thing now show face. We want to say a big congratulations to the government for such initiative. As much as there have been a lot of misunderstandings surrounding this, by the end of the day, we have the machines, and they are here to boost road connectivity. We really do hope that this thing works for our country, because mind you, if it works, Liberians benefit. If it doesn't, Liberians remain to where they are. So when we see things that they're good for our country, when we see things that are in the interest of the people, definitely we're going to acknowledge it and say thank you to the government. If the government do well, we will say thank you. As much as there have been a lot of harm put, there have been a lot of, misunderstandings, illegal things around the yellow machine. At the end of the day, it was being settled. There were some machines that came in, and according to the government, they were being transported back to China. But at the end of the day, we have the 285 machines. And mind you, this is going to help Liberians if the government use it for the right purpose. So let me say congratulations to the Joseph Yuma Boakai government. There's a lot we have on our plate this morning. But just before we tell you some of the things that will be discussed, let us be able to acknowledge some of you following us on the broadcast, some of you joining us on our Facebook platform. Let us acknowledge some of you quickly this morning, and then we move forward. This person, can we go to the top there, please, and be able to carry on or carry out a few acknowledgements? This is Prince Coleman. This person says, good morning, Voice of Liberia. I'm watching from Capitol Hill. Thanks for the show this morning. Jonathan Willie is following from ELWA Junction. Ruben Connor is watching from his Ghanarsville residence. Vinicius Junior Bar is following the broadcast from New Crew Town. William W. Wulu writes, the Liberian Civil Rights Movement official spokesperson is watching live from Upper Catwell, Monrovia, Liberia. Good morning, VOL family, he says. Stephen Yakate is watching. Stephen Hazard King, he writes, good morning. Honorable Papi Success Creator for Life is following the broadcast from Duport Road. Jeremy Dwyer is watching live. Saturday Woodwell is following from Atlanta, Georgia, the USA. Sam M. Garnison, I'm sorry. He says, good morning, VOL. I'm watching you from Lofa Bridge, Golakana District, Grand Cape Mount County. Collie M. Droba is also following from Kakata City. Harris J. Saki is watching from Basa Community. And he says, I'm going to write WAS today. Okay, let me say, I wish you luck. Not just to you, but to all other persons going out there, the students, those who are in 12th grade. Today, the WAS begin. And I'm wishing all of you success, though. I'm wishing all of you success. We hope that the result be fruitful. We hope that majority of you will pass, so that you'll be able to have your graduations. Okay, so Estima Kia with Sekou Sharif T-shirt old man is also following this morning. Ebenezer Green is watching from Sierra Leone. Honorable Emmanuel P. Gokwe is watching from Lac Grand Bassa County. Philip Fokotamba says that yellow machine we will eat. Philip, you need to be grateful. You ever had yellow machines? Yeah. To be able to boost road connectivity, the ones that have been brought in by whatever government think about, they're not, actively working, right? So the fact that there were few people who said that this whole yellow machine thing, it was of lie, right? In the common Liberian way, that it couldn't have happened, that the government will not bring the machines and all of that. Now, these machines are in town. You should be able to acknowledge it. As much as I'm always saying this, as much as you had a lot of, back and forth, you had a lot of issue from the very beginning of the yellow machines, the yellow machine saga. But at the end of the day, the 285 earth moving equipments, they are in the country. Some of you said that the government wouldn't bring it. But they are here. And there are people now who are saying that these machines will not be used for the right purpose. That people will take these machines and own it for themselves. And all of that. But let's watch and see. But it's important that we be able to acknowledge and be able to tell the Liberian people that the government promise have been made clear. They have delivered on this other promise. So let us be able to acknowledge them. It is important. As much as it is not yellow machines that people will eat, but when the roads are connected, there's a lot of benefit that comes with it, though. Amos J. Vincent is watching from Boston, and Stephen Fowler is following from Ghana's Real Chicken Soup Factory. And a lot of you watching this morning, let me say good morning to you. Let me say welcome. Those of you who are listening, you people aren't watching. I'm smiling this morning. I'm so excited this morning. I'm excited because it is the first day in the happy. I did a little video this morning. I posted on Facebook, telling people that they should be able to take their prayer serious. Whether you're a Muslim, whether you're a Christian, you need to take prayer serious. Because if you visit the hospitals, there are videos on the internet. I mean, there are people who are suffering. When I'm saying suffering, not because they're poor, not because they do not have money to afford, but they are suffering for some kind of disease, some kind of sickness that they have tried. They have gone under operations upon operations. At the end of the day, it is not just working. There's nothing to cure it, and they're living with it. They are living in that kind of state that you feel embarrassed of yourself. And the fact that you're alive at times it's okay that you visit the hospitals. At times it's okay that you be able to witness some of these videos and just say thank you to God. Because there are some Liberians, there are many of us, we are so ungrateful. When we leave in our beds in the morning, we behave as if to say God owe us life. I don't want to preach this morning. Let me join my brother Ben quickly. My name is Samira One Lie, and of course, I'm Samira One Lie this morning. We're here up to 10 o'clock, and there are a lot of things that we will be talking about. And let me say good morning to you, Ben.
Good morning, teammate Samira, and good morning to the thousands of Liberians that have tuned in to the nation biggest platform, Voice of Liberia. And we want to say good morning to you. Oh, good morning, Liberia. I'm grateful to Jehovah God for the opportunity, the life, and the health to be here on the show.
That's great. Happy new month to you, Ben. Let me say happy new month to you, and let me say happy new month to all of our followers, those of you under the sound of our voices this morning.
Thank you very much, teammate. Thank you. And happy new month to you.
Oh,
We have 6 more
okay.
months to go.
Definitely. Time flies. We're
Exactly.
moving. Few months from
Exactly.
now, we're going to be in 2027.
Of course.
Wow.
Of course. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
But let me say good morning to all of you. Let me say welcome. There's a lot that we'll be talking about, and we have acknowledged few of you. Like we said, we might not go ahead to give our acknowledgements to all of you, but the fact that we have done to some of you, it is okay. But I encourage you to share the live video and let us all have a conversation. This morning, we're opening the conversation with a question. It is the first day within the 6 month of the year 2026. And there's a lot on our plate for us to talk about. But we're going to start up with this. We weigh in ourselves, and it will give Liberians the chance to be able to participate. Fellow Liberians, it has been 2 years, 6 months. Today, we're entering the 6th month of this government, since this government, took office. And this morning, we want to assess the government's performance. It is important that we be able to ask critical questions. It is very important. We ask questions like, what are some of the tangibles Where are the achievements we can point out during this period? How much progress has the country made since President Bouaka took over? How much progress? We ask questions like, have the lives of ordinary citizens improved? Look around you, fellow Liberians. Are you seeing improvement in the lives of Liberians? Are you seeing improvement? What is the current state of the economy, infrastructure, healthcare, education, and job opportunities? Most importantly, how have the living conditions of the people changed over the past 2.5 years? So these are questions that I sat and asked myself. And it's okay that we be able to have conversation about it. From the very beginning of this program, I acknowledge the fact that the government delivered on their promise, on one of their promises, because there have been a lot of promises. The government brought in the 285 yellow machines. They are in country as we speak. You go and check them, it is 285. Promise be made. And at the end of the day, they deliver. But let us ask these hard questions. Few more months from now, we will be in 2027. Election is 2029. When we're in 2027, we have just a year to 2029. Just a year to 2029. And if we're not asking these questions now, if we're not asking the government these questions now, or these questions now, when is it that we're going to ask them? When is it that we will ask them? If we do not speak about these things now, when is it that we're going to speak about them? When is it that we'll speak about them? When is it? Because by 2027, trust me, a lot of people will be running campaign around here. 2027, people will be running campaign. It is not as huge as it should be right now, but you're seeing it. How people are undercover running campaign, like they are doing it, like, you know. But it's a form of campaign. It's a form of drawing people to a particular party. So by 2027, it's going to be huge than this. So we only have 2028, and here comes 2029 election. So let us be able to ask, let us have a conversation this morning. You know, these are some of the things that when we talk about them people who are within the government, people who work within the government, you know, they start to get embarrassed. They start to insult you. They start to get angry with you when you ask these hard questions. They don't want you to talk about it. No, they don't want you to talk about it. You should not ask questions as to what are the tangibles? How is it that the lives of citizens have improved over the past 2 years, 6 months? Today, we're entering the 2 years, 6 months of Joseph Joubert Boakai government. How citizen lives improve? How is it? What is the current state of the economy, infrastructure, healthcare when it comes to education, job opportunities? 2 years, 6 months. 2027, we'll get it 2027, 2028 is all we have. When the Christmas will be good, you're going to know from the eve. When a government will do something for its country, you will start to see some of, you know, the marks that it will be making. There's absolutely no way that the Joseph Joubert Boakai government will use 2028 to be able to rescue the Liberian people. That is that word, rescue. Because we're almost in 2027. Are you telling me that you use 2028 just a year to be able to rescue the Liberian people? When there are progress, we should start to see it from now. We should be seeing the marks. We should be seeing the living condition of the people. Because let me be real. Let me tell you this, Liberians. When we say government, you know that the government is doing well when you see the lives of the citizens. I will say this. There's absolutely no way that there's a country that you do not have poor people. All countries have its own people that, they do not have it. They have the less fortunate. But when it reaches to a point wherein it becomes rampant, where you just have few people, and the few people that you have, they do not even have that proximity or do not have that leverage like that. But majority of the people within the country, they are suffering, and it tells you that the government has failed. That is what it tells you. When the government is progressing, when the government is doing something, you will see it from the lives of the citizens. Because the citizens are the ones that benefit from whatever a government will do. But citizens are becoming homeless on a daily basis. Citizens go to bed with hunger. Hunger, eating now, it has become an achievement for people in our country. But yet and still, you have a president that will go to a program and start to make remarks like he will develop the country. Let's be real, man. Just the other day, the program that President Bouaga went for, the program that he went for there, talking about unity and all of that. President Bouaga is still telling the people that the sky is the limit, that we will do what is best for our country. I will develop the country. Few months, few years from now, you will see changes. These are statements that have been made or that should be made during campaign period. When you have all of the political parties around, then you start to convince some people as to why they should vote for you. You said all of these things, Mr. President. 2 years, after 2 years, 6 months, you still telling the Liberian people that you will do this, you will do that. That is what you're still telling the Liberian people. President Bouaga had the brave mind to tell the Liberian people that his main focus, I'm going to say this, right? That his main focus remains on advancing the country's progress and strengthening national development. So what are you doing? What are some of the marks that we're seeing? Can you point at them? Okay, the yellow machine scheme. Thank you, Mr. President. You deliver on that promise. That's a very great one. We acknowledge the government for that. We say thank you to the government for bringing such equipment here so that it'll be able to boost our roads and be able to connect roads. That is, I will give that one to you. As much as from the very beginning, you have a whole lot of things. Like the process was not even legal from the beginning. Somebody said I give. The other person said this one. At the end of the day, you have to go to the legislature. But yet and still, we have the machines in the country. That is what matters. Because this is Liberia for you. That is what people will say. But I fairly do acknowledge the government of bringing in the 285 machines, because there were people that said that these machines couldn't come. And they are here. But these questions remain. These are the questions that we are asking. And these are the questions that we will continue to ask, Mr. President. To the Bouakashins, because you have Riashins, you have Bouakashins, you have Falashins. I think I will do some Mirashins too. I'm just kidding though. Yeah. But let's be real. What is it that we will point to, Mr. President? What is it? 2 years, 6 months. Today marks the 6th month of your government. You have 2027 when you're in 2027. Me, I always say this. You see, one of the major projects that the Bouaga government will point to will be that project there in Congo Town, that overhead bridge. Watch it. Whenever I'm passing there, I always say it, that this is going to be used as a campaign project. Mr. President went ahead and built a gigantic building there in Lofa County. Nobody knows why he built that building. Why he did that, we do not know. But yet it's still the life, let's just say the living condition of the people, it continues to worsen. It gets worse on a daily basis. So I thought to ask this question this morning. What is it? What are the tangible? What tangible achievement can we point to during this particular period? How much progress has the country made? Have the lives of ordinary citizens improved since George Weah left power and Joseph Boakai took over? Some of you don't like this kind of comparison, but we will do it. Nobody here can sing praises to the Weah government or sing praises to Boakai government. Weah government has its own flaws. But those of you in the Boakai government, those of you who are pissed, you get vexed, your boss. But we'll ask this question because when you ask some of the people, they get angry. Why you're getting angry? You should be able to answer us. Have the lives of ordinary citizens improved? What is the current state of the economy, infrastructure, education, healthcare, everything? How is it? How is it going? And most importantly, we ask this question. Have the living condition of the people changed? Let us be real. Has it changed? People are still suffering. People are still complaining. It has reached to a point wherein at a particular point in time, even the president himself, he acknowledged it, that people are suffering. The president acknowledged it. Nobody's saying that during the past regime, everything was bread and butter. No. But that's the reason why you have government. That's the reason why people transition, right? You move the one government to another government because you think that if this government is not doing certain thing, if you put this government there, this government is going to do more than what the other government, the past government did. But how is it that you will come ahead and then you say, okay, let's put this government there. And then the government is not doing even more than what the people did back then. My people, there are some of you can afford to eat on a daily basis. So you might not even feel it. But the hardship in this country is escalating on a daily basis. The hardship, the lives of people lives. People are not. Nobody's saying these people should get work. Nobody's saying that they should be working in government. Everything should be bread and butter for them. But at least, how is it over the 2 years, 6 months that our president have been in power? What are the changes that we can see in the lives of Liberians? If it is not complain every day, take your microphones, go to the market. Yeah, market women complaining. Go to the pimping riders. Yeah, pimping riders complaining. Go to the business women. These women that are selling the final fashion or auction thing. Yeah. Go to them, ask them questions. Let them be able to tell you as to how difficult it is. But when you ask, the party people get vexed. You shouldn't ask them about these things. 2 years, 6 months, President Boakai being in power, what did he not do for market women? That's what we're saying here. You shouldn't ask. But let's hear you up, and then we move to the lines here, Liberians out, then we'll go into one of our major conversations, this morning.
Yes, Timid, you crosses on many thematic areas on governance and deliverables. And being in the 6th month of the year 2026 with little been done or insignificant efforts being exerted in the regime's ability to deliver is struggling. We sometimes will malaprophesize or embarrassize, but again, there are certain words that are just meant to be used in describing the regime. The regime is mythical and theatrical. Governance should be something practical. Your deliverables should be things people can see, people can feel, people can touch. And the burn bottle issue. All of those things remain unsolved, unresolved. Uh, this is June of 2026. when the health sector is still in deplorable condition, when joblessness is still on the increase, when Redemption Hospital that is in Nuku Town, a suburb of Monrovia, is highly incapacitated, that simultaneously two women who died close by the hospital, a place that should provide safety for the life-saving service. When these things happen, it means the system has failed the people. You cannot mess up in governance from the very beginning when hopes are high, when stakes are high, when people are yearning for results. And all you see happening in the country is massive corruption. And that the leader of the country, who is an old man in his 80s, who is only living now by the extra grace of God. Because the Bible tells us the three school is actually 17. When you reach 17 now, anything happening beyond 17 is just extra, opportunity from God. And so, a man like Boaka, in his age, he cannot be able to address the suffering of the people. It's troubling. They've gone to the issue about yellow machines. Yellow machines, that now, how do the yellow machine result to alleviating or solving the burn butter issues? Yellow machine has never been a problem for Liberia. Never, ever. Yellow machines. Those yellow machines will only go and do ladder race or the dusty road. At the end of the day, when rain falls so heavily, the road gets muddy. Cars gonna get stuck in the mud as usual. We've seen that. No matter how you grade the ladder race. So those things are theatrical. Go and bring some machines yellow and parade the streets and have some conversation, something to talk about. So for me, I will not. Uh, I won't tolerate the suffering of the masses of the people that Joseph Barker tried to cover up. These cosmeticized approaches will not solve the problem. They will solve the problem. Look around Monrovia teammate. The city is very filthy. The city lies in filth. It's lying in dirt. Monrovia is 10 times messed up than what it was on the previous administration. This is so frustrating. Those issues are not being addressed. Look at what happened to a little child, a young child, I think few months old or whatever. That child, because of the poor and dilapidated healthcare delivery system in the country that Joseph Walker failed to address, that baby who was born healthy, they had to amputate the hand of that baby. I don't know if you saw that picture. Amputated the hand of that young child. That child is going to grow up with that situation. A child born in good condition. Life has become miserable only because of the actions, the inability of the regime to be able to address sensitive sectors. On a more serious note, Women Pay yesterday spoke. He spoke about Liberia iron ore sector, the iron ore sector alone. Liberia worth 1.7 trillion, about 1.7 trillion US dollars in iron ore. Do you know what $1 trillion is? Liberia worth just in iron ore. And all of these things are happening, and we cannot get the direct trickle down effect to better the lives of the citizens. This is the month of June. Students are taking their walks. Do you know how many young
Yeah.
people are sending messages left and right? It's not easy. Some of them don't even have food to eat while they're writing the walks. How stressful that test is. Some parents cannot afford. Do you know how many? There's a young lady who name I will not call. She has called consistently back to back, talking about asking for some level of assistance back to back. That young lady has called repeatedly, teammate, asking for some support during this period of the wars. Imagine how the situation is. Things are very, very bad. And instead of the regime addressing these issues, And you just think that by doing theatrical things and passing around with yellow machines will cover it up. Until this regime, the Boakakon regime, can be honest in their approach to address the bread and butter issues, to address joblessness, price control, creating the avenue for the people, making education, affordable, accessible. Look at the news we're hearing from the University of Liberia, what Dr. Mabaya is saying. All of these things, the country continues to get hard. The economy continues to get messed up. And the only thing we see is that it's a select few are just enjoying the country. Now, those who connected to the president, those connected to the worker, you are connected to Kun, the Richie, and the others. And those are the people enjoying the country. Why our people are dying from curable diseases now. Dr. Arnold Dubeyan, the former or Enfield boss, he said, quote unquote, money to mobilize and get prepared for a potential outbreak of Ebola will cost around a little over $1 million US. Now the health minister said $4 million US. Are you seeing the disparity? An expert in the field, Dr. Young, has said 1 point something million, while the health minister said 4 million. So you get to see the desperation, how the people just inflicting numbers, unrealistic approach to benefit themselves. What they're gonna get kickback from? Why the Liberian people continue to bear the weight, Liberian people continue to bear the burden, and see our country, the country is just declining under Joseph Waka. The country is just going backward. The country is going down the drain. There's nobody can put their hands up since Joseph Waka became president. Their life is getting better. Businesses are just declining now. Condolences to Jeremiah Kuhn, business partner, who they were in a yellow machine thing. You told the man just died. We don't know what killed him, what led to his death, but we're told he and Kun were in the yellow machine thing and the man just died. All these things are happening. This is troubling for our country. I feel so sad. It's embarrassing. But I took one thing for you, Tim, when you talk about prayer. Yesterday, I followed Fox News, and Fox News did a post, and in the post it said that for early those who go for primary care, that simple posture where you get your hands down and say your prayers to God, it reduces their pain and anxiety for a long period of time than those who just listen to music. So at this point in time,
Yeah.
our people are prayers simple. Let our people pray. Our people just need to hold on. Right now, Liberians, all we gotta do is to pray for long life and good health. But trust me, it's not getting any better under Joseph Waka. Like teammate you said, we're gone 2 years, 6 months. We'll be in July soon. What kind of independence will our people celebrate? What kind of independence? Forget it. No matter how tough things are, Liberian people will board their cassava and eat and play their music. It does not mean the people are happy. It doesn't mean the people are happy. You expect a woman who gave birth to her child in good health, in good body condition, who has got amputated because of poor healthcare delivery, wrong medication, unethical healthcare delivery service on a Joseph Walker. You expect that lady to be happy? No, she's not going to be happy. She's not going to be happy. You expect people to go to bed hungry? You expect joblessness to be high? People are graduating from universities, people are graduating from vocational institutions, they do not have jobs. Electricity is not accessible to the people. Even now that we're in rainy season, electricity is still not accessible to the Liberian people. This is troubling for the country. These are things we talk. So of course, until these bread and butter issues can be fully addressed, no, if you get empathy, the government lacks total empathy. Last week we said a teammate to talk about a child who first said you might have killed through his vehicle. That child that Professor Yumade killed through his vehicle, there has been no public statement made about that.
Yeah.
It's still swept under the carpet. Where is the empathy of the government? This is wrong. This is wrong. What we knew about our country when growing up, our country, Liberia is a country where we should have love for each other no matter what. No matter what. Say what you may about Ellen Johnson's relief. But I said, yeah, her own issues. By the end of the day, she still saw political opponents as people. These people matters. We have to sit with them and talk to them. George Weah became president. George Weah appointed, in fact, all the major opposition, the major rivals running mates were employed in the government. My big brother, Senator Nunquay, and Harrison Cowie. Jopo, all of them, they were all employed in the Weah government. He built a government of inclusion. All these people under Joseph Boakai is a whole different ballgame. No respect for the immediate former president, cracking down on critical voices. And too many things are happening. And the funny thing is, I'm not going to talk about it because it's one of our major talking points. Same thing they came up and said they were getting rid of people for. They were cracking down on people for political affiliations. The same people are doing just the same thing. So nothing has changed. It's troubling. It's troubling that since 2023, October, our people voted. We went to second round. And then in January 2024, Joseph Baka took over. Nothing significant that has changed in the lives of Liberian people. Our country is still deplorable. Let me tell you something. Teammate, we will not be fooled by a single overpass bridge. In the 21st century, things that have been lacking in that country for too long are good governance, enforcing the rule of law, and making the system work for everybody. Joseph Boakai has not done a micro inch of what his predecessors did in the country. It took the Weah administration to negotiate with the Chinese government for that project. Waka is thriving on the sweat of Salif, the sweat of Weah, the sweat of Tolbert, and other great leaders in the country. So until Joseph Waka can address the bread and butter issues, address the economy, create jobs for the people, make the health sector work, use the police for the internal purpose instead of abusing the citizens, we are going nowhere under this regime. We are going nowhere under this regime.
Okay. Thank you, Timot. Let us be able to activate the phone lines to have Liberians weigh in on some of the questions that we have asked. It's important that we give you guys the time to be able to do so. These are the numbers to call Orange subscribers. You get us on 0773 419502, 0773 419502, 0773 978 564, 0773 978 564. This is the alternative line for Lone Star subscribers, 0881 275 189, 0881 275 189. Let's talk to this person. Good morning. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Your name and where do you join us
Hello?
from?
Hello?
You are live. Your name and where do you join us from?
Hello?
My brother, you need to call back. The fact that you're not getting me. Good morning. I was getting you clearly, my brother, so you need to call back. Good morning.
Good morning, Samir.
Morning. Your name and where do you join us from? What is going on? Let's take this person. Good morning.
Good morning, Samira.
Morning. You're live.
Good morning.
Okay, so I don't know what
Am I
is.
live?
You are live, my brother. Go ahead.
Good morning.
Let's take the Lone Star
Good
line.
morning.
Good morning. I don't know what is happening. You people are live, but you're not saying anything. I'm getting you clearly in studio. Yeah, very clear. I'm getting you in studio. So if you place your call, you just you don't need to be saying good morning, good morning, good morning. When you say good morning, one time you listen. Good morning. Morning.
Samira, good morning.
You're live. Your name and where do you join us
Hello?
from?
Hello?
There you go again.
Samira?
You are live.
Hello?
Morning.
Good morning, Samira.
Morning. You're live.
You are sending my new user sending a proud member of the Concerned Liberia for Security Party. What? When you ask a question, what all Liberians, all the 2 years of President Joseph Boakai, things are all right. If you ask me this morning, I will tell you after this year, no. Things are very, very hard. I'm telling you, on the street, Samira, in the morning when you come to put your market outside my ear, and not easy. People in the community that I went to school more than 10 years in the community that I know. Today, someone there are not in school. Now that they went to school this year, they are not in school because of high time. People are passing around begging Samira. Look, I can't find a day. I mean, a day after 9, so people will come to us for $5, $10. What we are also getting from the studies, nothing. So at the end of the day, when somebody comes, you guys say not easy because they mess the thing. That somebody comes to beat us to work it. But really, when you say things are improved, maybe improve for President Bwaka and entire somebody for honor, serious go. The Nigerians are suffering, things are very tough. Now, I believe you can not. Nobody say why it may rest, but now it's going to do. So you must go. The calendar say the people talk about these are things that coming, what's coming happening, but people may not understand. But things are so much here. Other people like John will say things are fine, but if you do your job, align my line to you. Things are ready to. Thank you, Money, for putting me the time.
Okay, thank you too for participating for the cash giveaway. Let us make this correction. You're using 50 LRD to play, not 100 LRD. You're using 50 Liberian dollars to play, okay? So the code is *799*8#, *799*8#. 50 Liberian dollars you're using to play. Good morning.
Hello?
Morning, you're live.
Samuel, good morning.
You are live.
Hello?
I think this person, something wrong with your phone. I mean, good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
Morning, Atmokar. You're live. Go ahead.
Okay, this is Atmokar, and I'm the visually impaired that are pushing for the return of President Weah, a prime member of concern Liberian for justice. And you are actually work on the 16th. You are getting us, but we are not getting you. So I'll put him on top.
You're not. Listen.
The first thing we need to.
Hello.
Okay, just to tell you some of the experience that we have got.
How is it?
Yesterday, last night around 10 o'clock, one of my friends had played call to me, and we were talking from one thing to another. Then I heard she or some saying, "Oh, stop it!" Then I said, "But what's going on?" He said, "Oh, we're eating a little conflict." I said, "Oh, but what happened?" You didn't. She said, "I was hungry." I said, "Oh, but you didn't cook?" He said, "No. At the end of the month, we are not getting anything from the people." So as I was 10 o'clock in the night, and the child needed to go to school this morning, mother and son, both of them were eating a little conflict with milk. Sunday in this country, you will pass around whole week, but Sunday, you must try for something to be on the fire. So that just speaks volume to the fact that nothing is happening. I have 1,428 LD on my phone. I was forced to send $920 last night. I was left with a little in my phone, looking up to God too. That's only would drive for me too. So that is the difficulties the Liberians are going through. But when you talk about it, somebody will tell you, say, "Oh, that is the opposition store and that is the opposition day." How can the president deliver? The first thing, the president needs to be connected to the world, needs to be connected to be able to attract some investor or some little contribution to the country. But the president is absolutely disconnected. The little resources that they are collecting in the country, they are not properly utilizing it. They are utilizing it for their proper use. So when you come to the health sector, it is a serious challenge. Seeing the evidence that women are delivering at the gate of a hospital, people are dying at the gate of a hospital. So that just speaks to the fact that the hospital, the health sector is zero. When you come to job when you come to job opportunity, the president himself has the ruler to define every cabinet meeting to go into which of course we are considering now as a template. He will repeat that they are not being able to create jobs.
Okay.
So it is a serious challenge for the country. The health sector is in a dilapidated condition. So the president has not delivered and he will not deliver. Thank you.
Samuel, good morning. Good morning to Ben. My name is Sekou Governor, member of UP Intellectual Bureau. I'm calling for party this. Samuel, first of all, let me thank you for always giving the great opportunity to talk. And thank you for your talk. Let me first of all say my comment. Thank you. Even if the one yellow machine is wrong, they promise and they fulfill. We agree that all the project what Baka is taking now, that we are project, we agree that. But here is my question to Ben. Ben, tell your government which is the sector, the health sector, the security sector, which one of the sector or which one of the ministry that your government sector, who president then Baka and Kamishi, where was the but on not judge we are. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you. Let us be able to move to the next conversation. Not conversation, but the next call here. Good morning.
Good morning, Samira, and good morning to your many listeners.
Morning. Let's hear you.
Thank you very much. This is the voice of the Common Board Chairman. My name is T1P Willie, and I join you from Sokoto District 4. Samira, it is so disheartening to be at this stage, and after all this time, that the rescue have not even getting on a path for this train to rescue the Liberian people. Let's go for some of the metrics, Samira. We got 2025 or World Bank report. You know the rest of it. Look at it, the State Department Business Climate Report. They say in Liberia job creation in 2023, it was 100. 2025, it dropped to 9. From 100 to 9, that's a. It also gave report in the extractive industry that Liberia depend on. They say it key for 11% to other 2. I still on that. Everything under this regime is on a retrogressive path. Everything is going behind. In the past, the health sector was challenged. But never did we see 2 pregnant women dying in front of the hospital. We didn't see it. We didn't see it in the media. I didn't see it under my salaries. I don't know about the other government. Till the government, I don't think till the government should be taken under consideration because of the war nature of that country. So if we would get this government outcome that extra killing is on a rise, everything is just going hell wild. If you look at the rule of this government, everybody can barely win it. That if you're agreeing the government rule of law, we're going to give them everything because they all elaborate for a lot of questions to answer in the rule of law. Everything is just, then you jump out and go to a yellow machine. Say, Miranda to our question.
Okay.
Yellow machine, I beg you, let me just conclude.
Quickly, we need to talk to at least 3 more persons. Then we move on.
In 10 seconds, yeah, you bought the yellow machine, according to you, or 20 some or million. But then we are going to 61 million only every year. Let's calculate the remaining year of this government and see how much we'll be spending. Is that not getting the already dying Liberia or see you, buddy? That is a kind of chaotic thing that we're not accept. That's suffering for amnesia. If anybody suffers from amnesia, it's black guy and government official. It is not all. Don't know the lose stupid. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Let's take a call from the Lone Star line. Good morning.
Good morning, Tamara. Good morning.
Morning. Anima, where do you join us from?
I'm Kaiser Steven, and then I'm coming in from 12th Street within Sunta.
Okay, let's hear you.
Tamara, my attention has gone to the National Election Commission. And usually so many okra of the public, and we still see that the president is not listening, and he is still continuing his effort to put this identical partisan of Unity Party to stay here the National Election Commission. And we are observing that time is coming so closer, so that they have lost trust of the people. So they want to put in people at the National Election Commission that will give the result in their interest. But I want to encourage Liberians that don't realize the way. Realize the way out. CDC remains the perfect authority to take away this black man that came over this country under 1%. And we as SEPA, we will campaign, will make sure that Mr. Weaver cannot change the electoral result or the popular demand of the masses of the people. But we'll make sure it comes 2029, just we are the next president. Thank you for the time.
Okay, thank you. This should be our last call on this segment, and then we move forward. Good morning.
Thank you, Samira. Good morning.
Morning. This should be Hussein.
Yeah, thank you. This is Hussein. Yes, Samira, I listen to you and Ben, and I appreciate you for informing the public about the happiness in the country. But I want to respectfully disagree with some of the assertions made by Ben. You know, since the sections of the government, I know there have been a lot of ups and downs. People have had issues with the government. But looking at the reality of it, there are a lot of progress that have been made in the different sectors. And I want people to know. Of recent, the president just had a cabinet meeting last week, Friday. You saw, Samira, that the president have instructed all ministers, senior officials of government on their travel. Look, you check around Africa, how many presidents have taken such serious actions or decisions? It's very difficult. That's leadership. Look, the wasteful spending we have had, government after government, people just travel and they come back with nothing back to the country. See now the policy the government have put in place. The president have put in place.
As per the travel, that was something that the president said before taking state power. So I think he's implementing it now. But that was something he said. So that it would have been nonsense since he took over. He was to do it.
No, Samira, when the president speaks, it is a policy statement, but it comes with a lot of what we call implementations. Those who supervise the president policies. Now the minister of state have been in charge of this tax to ensure that senior officials who will be traveling out of country will write the minister of state, and then the president have to approve. All of those formalities have to be met before people leave in Liberia. So it will cut down a huge weight bill on the government. And those funds can be directed into education, can be directed into rural connectivity and so forth. Look, Samira, look at the Southeast. At that time of the month, the rainy season have just begun. Guys are leaving Moreover, going to the different counties like the Southeast county. People cannot even those brothers and sisters who for the Southeast, because the old loyalty that we are, they don't even want to say thanks to the president and the government. You were here 6 years. Your own president you supported could not even go to the Southeast. You were using jets, right? You're using private jet to go to his own hometown. So they under this administration, water and sewer is connecting the different cities in the Southeast. And electricity now have been features in the Southeast. Low road connectivity, they are connecting the farms to market. All of those things are happening under the watch of this president just in 2 years, and they cannot even notice one of those things the president is doing. Why are we behaving like that as Liberians? What are we sometimes?
Is that the lives of Liberians? Let us look at the lives of Liberians, the lives of the citizens.
Fine.
How is it that it has changed? You talked about water and sewer connecting people. Let water and sewer be able to give people here in Monrovia water first before they start connecting the Southeast.
The people in Monrovia or Maxwell are not the only Liberian citizens. That's wrong.
So listen, listen.
Yeah.
Let me say this, right? They are not the only Liberian, right? When the government go ahead, they do the right thing, we will say it. Bravo. They're connecting those in the Southeast. Bravo to them. But my thing here is those who are in Monrovia, let them have access to the water, because there are people who are connected with the water is for, and for water to come, it's not an easy thing. So my thing is, if water is coming consistently in the whole Monrovia, then you can go ahead, you go to the counties. But you said to the other place, so connecting these people is not the thing. But connecting them is one thing, and also the people having access to the water is another thing, my brother.
In terms of fast-tracking development, it comes with priorities. It comes with what we call
brother, the people getting the connected them is different for them getting the water. You know how many people connected Monrovia, they can go to him pumps and well to draw water.
Yeah, so
let's move forward to the lives of Liberians. I think we're done with that.
Yeah, fine. Look, Samira, the price of rice is stable. Now look at it. Look at the issue of petroleum products, even in the western region. Look. Right here in Liberia.
How is it that Liberians' lives have changed under President Waka 2 years today, marking the 6 month begins today since he took office?
Yes, it is.
How is it that the lives of Liberians have changed? What are some of the changes that you're seeing in the lives of Liberians?
Thank you. Honestly, one, the maintenance of the peace and security in our country. No mysterious death is taking place. People can travel in the night, want to.
You said no mysterious death? Samira, people can travel in the night, want to?
Samira.
Hussey, you kidding me? You know how many people dying? Hussey, then you following her?
How many reports?
At times before you come to the national
The guy
crusade,
is
I'm follow
paying.
you, man.
The
You
guy
can
is
do that,
paying
but you
How many,
know,
how many
the
reports you
guy.
have received?
The
No, how
guy
many
is
reports you have
getting
received from
false
journalists that people
witness.
that
No, I don't
people
want asking you. You ain't asking me. You don't make it claims. I'm telling you that there are people who can die on a daily basis that are mysterious deaths all around. You don't ask me how many reports.
So Samira, another thing you asked, how have the life of the Liberians improved? We're talking about availability of the basic commodity, right?
So we jump all that one. So when we talk about the lives of Liberians improving, that rest we're talking about, all right, no problem. The price of rice is stable. How many Liberians can go to buy a home in this country?
How many? Listen. I mean, we cannot politicize.
No, let's be real now. So now they say to half a people to defend the government. The
Even your
price
mother
of
was saying
rice
I
is
rest.
agree. But
One
how
who
many
still get rest
Liberians
again.
are
Okay.
living the life that they should live? Like, you know, on the average.
Samira, you one of those persons that is enjoying the peace and security. Look, as
Oh, we jump to the peace and security and go lead arrest you?
No, but you're not.
You know, most of the UP men want to get arrested. Okay.
See, you ready making me to laugh, I swear.
You talking about
There's no peace and security I enjoy, my brother. These people can go after people today or tomorrow. You say something that is true, they'll come after you. They say peace and security, somebody enjoy it. You know how the security can beat people up and use life bullets on common citizens in this country. You don't talk about peace and security.
Listen, a lot of people follow you. Be honest to the conversation. Samira, since you started being on this show, there was no point in time that you can mention that you were threatened by the LTA.
So who say it's because I'm saying things that are factual?
Yeah, so this is why people say things in the past that are factual. And they were not face, they were killed.
So what happened with the Hussein? Now Hussein, but what happened with the Prophet Key case? We're talking about the peace and security.
If you mention Prophet Key, Samira, off the line.
But off the line, Hussein?
No, you are a female. Don't even mention that.
Why should we mention it?
Who with the four lady son, Prophet Key, you say he was off now.
You don't want to tell me what to do?
No, but don't mention that.
Well, don't mention Prophet Key, I'm a female.
Mama, you get integrity to come mention.
No, that put the integrity better one side. You think Prophet Key case of being handled correctly? Put my integrity on the other side. That's why I put it one first.
They were perfectly handled. But somewhere you can't watch the justice system. And the credibility have gone back to the justice system. The admiration now in the justice, no interference. But you know, right?
So we say let's move back to the lives of Liberians, the citizens. How I say improved.
Is better than in the past 6 years.
Tell us, don't just say better than the past 6 years. Just give us instance. We want to, we want examples. We want to see,
One. I can leave for red light and get on the NTA straight to Douala for $50. So if I were paying $200 to go to Douala on the Thursday or the box, then I'm paying $50. I can use that $150 to add to get my recess.
The NTA still running?
Hey man, Samira, let's be honest here, man.
No, but I can see the thing in the screen. Now you want to tell me something, be honest.
Okay, so what we do? Sometimes we gotta make the show more into.
No, but I don't know what the NTA bus is still running. I don't see them.
I'm not working with the NTA. You know our number. You call him, ask him how's the NTA. He's the deputy director of operations.
So when are you working with NTA, they say you can get on bus from NTA to go. So definitely, you know what is working on that.
So the NTA buses are applying the script.
That's the question I'm asking.
Fine. The NTA buses are applying. Now students have been picked up. Look at this morning, Samara. The children were writing wires, so 12-wheelers. Now the NTA buses are picking them up from one.
So that one has to do with the lives of the citizens, improving, right?
Samara, currently slept onto my house and currently at home.
It is at your house. What's up for John Brown house?
The entire community where I live.
Or it is your community. What's up for Peter Paul community?
Diesville, Caldwell, those are places that I have family members and they have told me that relationship has been stable over the period. Look, Samara, civil government is leading. Now, no things are play ball we're doing here. Look, you enjoy. Somewhere you enjoy your media landscape. Nobody threatening you. You come on the radio in the morning, criticize and critique the government. Nobody calling you to threaten you.
You know how many do you know what we'll go through? Or we'll not come sit on the radio and say because this is what we're dedicated to. I mean, but it's okay. Let's call it a day. I've had a very nice conversation with you. We have other people on the lines to talk with. Good morning. Morning. Morning.
This is where my high of our dedication because it's not creating new land. Samira, sometimes when we wake up in the morning, sometimes we don't play the listening role, but sometimes people that who can be the one, sometimes will be forced to call on the radio. Samira, it began registered last year. Hosting is one of the person that lied that on the same platform saying this government is going to be feeding students in various schools in this country.
Yeah.
So you can go back to that recording. Hosting voice is there.
Mm-hmm.
Now we in the 6th month. No children have been fair on campus. You know, Samuel, let me just say thanks to you for offering the time for sharing the decisiveness of what they are doing to us in this country. Hosting life had not been improved himself. That is his year. Hosting himself, his life had not been improved before we come to the other Liberian now. There's some of us. You see, Samira, Hosting saying he can run MTA from red light to Douala, etc. So my question to Hosting, how much were people paying for red light to Douala on MTA from red light to Broad Street during President Weah regime? How much was the fare at that time? When you say you're coming to rescue somebody, if yesterday it was $50, today it should be around $25, $30, or $20. But you still taking the same fare from people. Then you say, oh, MTA taking someone from red light to $1 for $25 for $50. But see, you are one of the embarrassments for the United Party to us in this country. Okay. I don't think you are doing all right. Then you can't do security. You see, I dare you walk from even 8:30, walk from red light to come to your area in Jakarta. 8:30.
They would script everything for him. They would script everything for him. Everything they would script it. Just there was a video on the internet just the other day. Some guys they have gone according to the guy is alleged, and then these guys they stop. Oh, they got that from over the park. The girl I'm talking about, she's a UPS. Yeah. She's all on the internet about Unity Party business, and she was telling her government to be able to put things in place because they took everything from her and they have one. That is the security coming that
you can walk in the next 3 days, no one can harass you.
We sincerely I want to enjoy yourself.
Thank you, my sister.
Thank you. At times people just say things. Yeah, I witnessed that video. I was like, wow. So, but it's happening on a daily basis. It's happening. You know how many people are getting missing? You talk about peace and security. This is the last call that we will take, Ben. Then we move on to this CSA thing. Good morning.
Good morning, Samira.
Morning.
And let me say hi to Ben. Samira, I'm Peter David Castro. I call from under the streetlight in Lower Johnsonville, an outstanding member of the Concerned Liberian for Justice. You know, Samira, is very much quite unfortunate that a whole government will be celebrating at a yellow machine. And I think, these guys continue to validate our argument that they are totally failed the Liberian people. And look at the machine that they are bringing. Those are caterpillars. We call them caterpillars. They are only meant for gratering and modding our road. We do not need dusted Liberia. We do not need modded Liberia. We live in the age of modernity. What? At a compactor that Joseph Barker brought. Machines that are being used to pull quota. Those were the things that we are and Ellen brought into the country. That's why we consistently and informing our people that these guys, they live and have the ideas of antiquity. We're not living in the old days. You bring caterpillar, you boasting around here. That's complete and antiquity and the idea of the old stone age. It does not survive in this particular modern society. So just like Mabwaka, you have done nothing. You continue to validate our argument that you are zero when it comes to governance. Because we live in
thank you so much, my brother.
Yes, modern society. Thank you very much.
Thank you for participating. A lot of calls coming in, but we cannot take all of the calls. We have to move. Really, it's time. We have 20 minutes past 8 o'clock. Keep playing the catch giveaway. You use $50 Liberian. Play this morning with $50 Liberian and be able to win yourself some cash here. Okay? Be able to win yourself some cash here. Now, let us move on to this conversation, right? This one has to do with the civil service bus, Josiah Joker. This is something that happened some part of last week or so, and it's important that we be able to weigh in on it. We have completed the part that has to do with Joseph Boaka, and we stand by what we said. We continue to say that all of the questions that we asked this morning, the president, the government, they're not doing anything. They're not doing what have been expected from them, right? What the Liberian people expected from the rescue mission, they are yet to do it. And Today marks the first day in the 2 years, 6 months of Boaka's regime. We have only 2027, 2028, 2029 is election. So we said that he's going to deliver from now till 2028. Let's watch and see. But let's move on to this civil service thing. The Senator Amara Kane, he did a post about what happened at Nimbo, a movement that is supporting the re-election of President Boakai. The movement is owned by Thomas Fala, who is the DS, according to DS, the deputy speaker, and then they had their lunch the other Sunday, and we saw people who were being appointed by the president. They were there, and they were in the Nimbo t-shirt. They were dancing to the songs and all of that. And one of the persons include the civil service boss, Josiah Joker, a man who is known for, taking people from their jobs because they are affiliated with a particular political party. We saw him there. And then Amara Kane went ahead, did a post, and also carried the complaint in chambers. And the Liberian Senate agreed to be able to have Josiah Joker in their midst pretty soon so that they'll be able to address the issue. But Ben, you want to read out Josiah Joker response to Amara Kane, what he said concerning what Amara Kane posted, and afterwards we will bring you as to what the Constitution says about those who are in appointed position and also affiliating with a political party and all of that. We will bring that to you. So, and we'll also bring you a write-up from the same Josiah Joker man years back, what he had to say concerning the same issue that we're talking about. But let Ben be able to read out Josiah Joker's response to what the senator said.
Okay. So let me go strictly to what Josiah Joker response is. It says, Dr. Josiah Joker statement. Okay, I'm coming quickly, folks. Let me get to it. Right now. Okay, all right. Okay, I'm right here with it. Right here with Josiah Joker statement. So, Josiah Joker message to Amara Kane. Okay, so Josiah Joker, the Director General of the Civil Service, said this to Amara Kane. He said that Senator Amara Kane is spreading falsehood about his role, his conduct, and authority as head of the CSA. He dismissed the senator's comparison between him and the former NAFA boss, Emma Glasgow. He described it as false and misleading. And he said it was intellectual dishonesty. He argued that Madam Glasgow, the former NAFA boss, held a tenured position, while he, Josiah Joker, serves as a political appointee who operates under a completely different legal framework. According to Josiah Joker, he is not a civil servant. And because he, Josiah Joker, is a presidential appointee and not a civil servant, he said he's not bound by civil service regulations. And Josiah Joker said Amara Kane claim is very deceptive and utterly erroneous or wrong. He also clarified that he is not a member of any political party, though he maintains constitutional right to support candidates of his choice. Then also on Nimbo issue, he said uh, gathering the gathering of Nimbo happened on a Sunday. According to Joker, he did not violate any law or interfere with his duties. Josiah Joker accused Senator Connor of fueling bitterness, hostility, and relentless attack against individuals aligned with Joseph Boakai administration. The CSA director also rejected Amara Connor's assertion that employees of the Moira City Corporation, including myself, in his words, were disciplined for political reasons. According to Josiah Joker, the actions taken against MCC employees were based on repeated misconduct. He said repeated misconduct, public insults, dissemination of false information, and violations of professional standards. Criticizing the government for corruption, Josiah Joker term is as repeated misconduct, political, public insults, and dissemination of false information. The other time he said I threat against the government. He said no serious government anywhere tolerates indiscipline and coordinated attacks from individuals serving within its own institutions. So he termed us from the NCC criticism on the government, bad governance posture as indiscipline, and Josiah Joker termed us as launching coordinated attacks against the government. Josiah Joker also highlighted ongoing reforms, according to him, under his leadership, aimed at restoring professionalism, accountability, and efficiency within the public service. According to Joker, those are efforts, he says, are gaining recognition across Liberia and in the African continent. And he said that no amount of political hostility or misinformation will distract him from advancing meaningful public service reforms for the benefit of Liberia. That was Josiah Joker's uncultured, reckless, thoughtless, unlawful, uninformed, ChatGPT generated response to Amara Connor.
I like that, ChatGPT. So let us put Josiah Joker picture there in his nimble shine. Yes, that is Josiah Joker. The other one, where you have him, then you have Mo Ali on it. Okay. But then so boss, you have Luther Tapper, who is MPA board here, and all of that. Then let's put what Josiah Joker posted. No, the other one back then. Yes, okay. So on December 12th, 2024, Josiah Joker wrote this on his Facebook page, and he said, yesterday, December 11th, 2024, I proudly signed the performance contract and code of conduct on behalf of the Civil Service Agency with His Excellency Joseph Boakai, President of the Republic of Liberia. Truly, the CSA is committed to total adherence to the terms and conditions of the two instruments. Mr. President, thank you for instituting these productive and accountability measures. Go back to what okay. Part 5, political participation. This is what the Constitution says when it comes to political participation. Part 5.1. It says all officials appointed by the President of the Republic of Liberia shall not. So you see how these people be contradicting things. Josiah Joker, in his response to Amara Connor, he said that he's an appointed official, so he has the right to attend, political program, blah, blah, blah. This is what the Constitution says. Part 5, political participation, says all officials appointed by the President of the Republic of Liberia shall not engage in political activities, canvass, or contest for elected offices. When they say political activity, the one that Josiah Joker was being engaged in. How do you call that? How do you call it? How do you call what Josiah Joker was being engaged in? How do you term it? How do you term it? And also, B says all appointed officials by the president should use government facilities, equipped, or resources in support of partisan political activities, serve on a campaign team, and blah, blah, blah. Now, all officials appointed by the president of the Republic of Liberia should not engage in political activities. How do you tell me? Ben, you're reading what is on the screen. You're reading it.
Yeah, I'm saying
And
it.
Josiah Joker is saying different things to the Liberian people. Different thing to the Liberian people. It's different thing you're saying. Different thing he's saying. It's different thing he's saying.
Man, that
So
Temo
somebody
PhD
said,
holder, PhD holder, order from Temo
when the Constitution says you should not engage in political activities as an appointed official, let it be on the screen. You should not engage in the political activity. What Thomas Fala had there is that, was it not a political activity? Movement that is to support Joseph Boakai re-election. Of course. That was a political program. That was a political program. You people should not serve on a campaign team of any political party or the campaign of any independent candidate. Maybe you say, oh, say the movement, an independent movement, but what is said here? You should not even serve. You should not. And that is a campaign, a group that is being opened there for Joseph Waka. So I don't know as to if Josiah Joker can read and comprehend, because look at what he posted on 2024. He said that he signed performance contract and blah, blah, blah. That he had gone through all of the stuffs. He had read it. So now you see how fellow Liberians, if you do not know what is happening, these people just rat on you. They will just rat on you. Because if we wouldn't have gone to this code of conduct, but to the Constitution, that's the reason why I always tell people read. Always read. Because these political people, they will do things and then they will come back and say, what I did, it is not black. So Josiah Joker get in mind to sit before the Liberian Senate to tell them that he's an appointed official. Because look, you know, when I read what he posted the other time, oh, in fact, I was appointed by the president, so I have the right ability. So he's telling Liberians that civil servants who are working with civil service agency, they should not get involved. But because he's the boss and he was being appointed, so he should get involved. But if you are the head of a particular institution, and then people who are working in an institution are not, they are prohibited to do certain things. What it tells you about the head? And it said, I don't know, I know the head can lead the way or what. It's some kind of parable they have. So, all right, I know leaders by example, something, right? People follow the leader's example. So if you're saying, because what you say is not even implicit. If you're saying that, oh, this institution I'm serving, they're not to do this, then what make you think that you, the head, you should do it? Or because you're being appointed by the president? So you don't know just how to get been going ahead sacking people. You know, one of the very baddest things that these people did, I felt so nasty about them, was the fact that they even went to Facebook. When they see people posting things on Facebook, they go after you. And what Josiah Joker did. Some of the people that they went after did not even see the partition. But because they did a post, some of these guys on MCC, because they posted on Facebook, imagine you as a government person working in the government going after somebody's social life. Only because you don't take anything from them. Because the person, so you don't tell me that a civil servant doesn't have the right to have his or her social life? Is that what you're saying? outside government. You even go on Facebook to stalk them and see what they're posting there. And at the end of the day, you yourself fall down in the same way. Because you said okay, in the hole. The Liberian Senate is supposed to be there. But let's see what will be the outcome. Let's see what will be the outcome. We want to see it. Because there were people who had on shine. Even Emma Glasgow case and the likes of others. There were people even from LTA. They said, oh, because the war party shine. All of that. Now, Josiah Joker, see you in your nimble shine. And the thing about it, not just where the shine, you were dancing all around. That thing there. National Independent Movement or Bwaka election, re-election, or whatever. This is Josiah Joker. You have Mo Ali. You have Luther Tappet. The people just violating the Constitution. But this is something that Liberians should have known better. From the very beginning, but doesn't respect the rule. You know, the president, ever he speaks, he said, oh, the rule of law. The rule of law is not even being respected, Mr. President. You have people who will go after people for things that they themselves will do, and they expect nothing to come from out of it. These are the kind of people that we are. And we hope that action be taken on Josiah Joker. The Liberian Senate, he has been summoned by the Liberian Senate. And we hope that the rightful action be taken on him. Because you cannot come and start to wish on people, start going after people for a particular reason, and the same reason that you're going after people, you start to do the same thing and you expect nothing to come out of it. That is not possible. It's not possible. But let's hear you out on this, Ben, quickly, and then probably take a few more calls. We move ahead. At 9 o'clock, we are to welcome in our guests. At 9 o'clock, we have our guest, and we will take him by 9 o'clock so that we'll be able to, Let's hear you, Ben.
On the 13th day of August 2024, I and 8 other colleagues, because we're 9 in total dismissed, so I and 8 other colleagues, or 8 other colleagues and I were dismissed illegally. Our dismissal was announced earlier at the Ministry of Information regular press briefing. On the podium, the AI and ChatGPT PhD holder Josiah Joker appeared, and he mounted the podium. At that mega press briefing, the John Charles Siafa, the quote-unquote mayor of Monrovia City, was there. Josiah Joker said there were 9 men who were engaging in dangerous social media campaign. I'm quoting Josiah Joker. He said there were 9 men engaging in dangerous social media campaign against the government. And those people are a threat to the presidency and the regime. The letters are very terrible letters that received were being dismissed. And those people should be dismissed from the government. Following that press conference, John Charles Siafa, quote-unquote mayor of Monrovia City, consented.
So I think we have a low internet problem from Ben N. We hope that he be able to get back on shortly so you continue on what you're saying. Yes, we hope that we'll be able to get him on. Yeah, right. But at 9 o'clock, we will place a call to our guests, and he will join us so that we be able to talk about issue of the Lofa County chapter of CDC, and he's the chairman, Koluba B. Akwe of the CDC. He will be our guest by 9 o'clock, so that we'll be able to discuss the politics there in Lofa County when it comes to, when it comes to discuss the politics there in Lofa County. But let's get Ben to conclude on what he was saying.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Timid. Sorry for the interruption. So
Okay.
we got the letters. The letter read, "You are here, Ben, dismissed for launching dangerous social media propaganda against the government. You are a threat to the regime," and blah, blah, blah. Those were Josiah Joker's direct description. What were our crime? The crime we committed were when you post to celebrate President George Manuel Weah, when you post on governance issues and say, for example, no job, joblessness is high in the country, ritualistic killing, when you speak on police brutality. Josiah Joker said, once you are working in Liberia, you should not alter any statement. You should not say a word on governance issue. Yeah, we should be tight-lipped, and our liberty to freedom of expression, freedom of association should be taken away from us. And so Josiah Joker termed our expression on governance issues as threat to the presidency. He said civil service personnel should not be involved. And we were dismissed. By the grace of God, we're moving strong, we're living our lives, and we're thankful to Jehovah God Almighty for bringing us this far. But when you look at the code of conduct, the same code of conduct that we read, there are specifics, and we want to point out some of them. Let's look at few of the issues here. For example, Liberia Code of Conduct, 2014, Section 5.1, it clearly indicated restrictions on political activities. Section 5.1 provides clearly that all officials appointed by the President of the Republic of Liberia shall not, all officials. Josiah Joker, I don't know what kind of PhD holder are you. Got a PhD from AI or ChatGPT? You say you get PhD, the code of conduct is there, you sign it, 2014 code of conduct. You say you know about it and you sign December 11, 2024, the code of conduct, you sign it. But Joker, section 5.1 of the code of conduct 2014, restrictions on political activities. Section 5.1 says all officials appointed by the President of the Republic of Liberia shall not engage in political activities, canvass, or contest for elected offices, use government facilities, blah, blah, blah. So now this is the part that catch Josiah Joker by the butt, by the back of his trouser, jacking by the butt. It says all officials appointed by the President of the Republic of Liberia shall not engage in political activities. So let's nip this CSA director in the butt. We're going to nip him in the butt. Mr. Joka, the law or the code of conduct did not say whether you go there on Sunday, you go there on Saturday, it did not say it. As long as you are a public official appointed by the president, you are
You are
not
not
allowed
told.
to engage in
But the man,
any
he even
political
wore the shirt.
activities.
He
And he
wore the shirt.
wore the remote shirt proudly and went there. And this is a man who dismissed thousands of Liberians. Hundreds of those numbers who have dissenting political views. Most of the people Josiah Joker targeted are people with dissenting views to the regime. Nowhere in our constitution that says if a Liberian citizen is employed or working in a government, you do not have the right to speak on joblessness. You do not have the right to speak on police brutality. You do not have the right to speak on rule of law. You do not have the right to speak on justice. You do not have the right to speak on those important things that affects the Liberian people, their well-being. Nowhere in the constitution that says that. Nowhere in the Constitution that says it. Nowhere in the Constitution says when you woke up in the morning and water and sewer is not supplying you light as a civil servant, you cannot speak against it. Nowhere in the Constitution says as a civil servant, if JFK does not have medical supplies, you cannot speak about it. Nowhere in the Constitution says as a civil servant, when police brutality is on the increase, when police are shooting and killing peaceful protesters, when ritualistic killings are on the horizon, nowhere in the Constitution says civil servants cannot speak against it. Josiah Joker and Joseph Boaka took bread from the mouths of thousands of Liberians. Speaking on the show, I was one of the persons dismissed, the 9 men dismissed from MCC. I'm one of them who were dismissed. Now, the man who dismissed us for quote unquote political reasons is today himself an appointee of the president, dressed up in the nimble paraphernalia on a political program. In fact, that program is a campaign. They say a movement to support Boaka's re-election. A movement to support Boaka's re-election. What year is this? This is 2026. What month did the program take place? The program took place in the month of May. I think May 24th. The program took place May 24th, 2026. A movement launched for Joseph Boaka re-election. The CSA boss is at a rally organized to launch a movement for
Yes.
Boaka re-election when we are not in elections yet. So two things happen. The CSA boss did not only identify on a political rally, but he went to campaign for Boaka's re-election. This is a gross violation of the code of conduct. This is a disrespect for the rule of law. This is grave abuse of power. And this is using public office, abusing public office at the detriment of the citizens. And what Joker failed to understand, we are the level of civil service, some of us, because as far as a concerned team is Samira, I was anything that is not done properly is not done at all. And watch, I'm going to say this for the record. After these tyrants, these thugs, these misfits, and these kleptocrats are dethroned in 2029, the government of the Republic of Liberia will will pay the benefits due to all unlawfully dismissed persons in the civil service. The government of Liberia. So Jokai, he can do all of the things he can do, but let justice, one day, justice will be served. So we civil servant, we pay tax to government. We pay tax to government. When you go down there, we have our social security ID card, our social security. The government cut money from our pay. We're paying tax. What we receive, there's something called the gross. When your money come in gross, the government take out her tax. What you carry home is your net income. It's a net income. That what we get gross, that what we get net. So we tax. Just like Joker is being paid for our taxpayers' money. And he used that same thing. You think the gas Josiah Joker put in his car to go to the NEMA program that he power raw fund getting the gas money? That he power raw fund getting the
It's the
gas money?
Liberian people.
The policemen are money him because they getting armed police officer now. The policemen are money that he power raw fund paying the police officer. That he power raw fund putting the scratch card in his phone. That he power from paying for his trips. The international trip he can make that he power from. The office is saying that the guy like running in the generator that he power from and power in the generator. Yeah. The car he's driving around the government car he's saying that he power from by. These guys said these low IQ in these low IQ, low level criminals like Josiah Joker. This is a guy who stated clearly, a guy who does not even have any respect for Democrats. The guy lacks all form of decency. This this boy sat down on open camera in 2027 when Joseph Barker was massively whipped and defeated 14 out of 15 counties, saying whom shut him down. We don't know how he metamorphosized into becoming a dangerous criminal for 6 years again in Liberia. That boy opened his mouth and said he does not recognize the presidential John Manuel Weah. Who are you, Joker? You sit down and say you do not recognize the democratic process.
The thing about Josiah Joker is that it is not just this his attitude, but Josiah Joker is a very dominant.
He's
Josiah Joker
very
doesn't know how
thorough.
to handle issue. I'm telling you. Do you know how many places like there have been conflict and Josiah Joker went there to intervene, and as soon as he leaves, the whole thing intensify again.
But guess what, teammate? They
He had
nearly
not yet
flock into
settled
a
the stuff.
transport
Any
ministry.
of the conflict that happened between the civil service, he had never been able to settle it.
They nearly
Never.
flocking. They nearly flocking in the other day to
Or the
this
boo
place,
are in the other day.
Ministry of Transport. Somebody nearly post slide here. Yeah, the boo and
Yes.
other people came around.
So that's the level in which his daughters can go. He sat down there, wrote a post, said that he signed the code of conduct. He have read through it, he understands it, and blah blah blah. You tell yourself you wear the shirt and then you go for this party. You got called our party. You bought it. These are the boys that enjoy the culture money. You went for it. And at the end of the day, you came back to tell it like, how dare you came back to tell like people on Facebook say you are an appointed official, so you have the right to. Are you kidding me, Joker? Wow. Whoever that said yes to you posting that stuff, they did not do you well to. You
The
yourself
guy's
you
a,
did not do well to
the guy,
yourself.
the guy is a misfit. Josiah Joker is a misfit. He claims to be an educator. He's not educated. What kind of PhD holder? Every time he writes, you have to. It has to be like 70, 80% ChatGPT. He does not even compose his own thought. I don't know how he got the PhD. The guy is totally uncultured. The guy is a misfit. He's inept. He's uncivilized. He does not understand the laws that governs the country. He does not understand. He thinks that being a CSA boss is a political. I think that it's he sees that as okay. Say he beyond. He's a supporter of Joseph Boakai. Joseph Boakai gave him that, and so he operates on the party. He's not a professional guy. Under Madam Salif administration, a Harvard trained. How many person ever heard? How many person ever heard about the CSS bus? The CSS bus had to do his job and deal with civil service issues. He's not a politician. Madam Salif maintained the civil service bus as somebody who was professional. President Josh Manuel, how many times we heard CSA bus engaging into political things and just all over the place? Just like jokers just all over the place. The CSA boss under President Weah, a Denver University expert, war soccer legend, a man who conquered the world through sports, peace ambassador, His Excellency George Manuel, Denver
Okay.
trained. I mean, President Weah maintained a professional civil service. We did not see the civil service bus on the president. We are just jumping all over the place like a stray dog, like the way we see Josiah Joker. It's fortunate. If we're in a serious
Okay. Let
country,
us be
that guy will be
let us
booted out of office.
let us be able to open the phone lines, talk to Liberians on this issue, and then we move forward quickly this morning. Let us be able to do that. Keep playing the cash giveaway. It is on *799 *8#, *799 *8# is the code. Keep playing the cash giveaway and be able to win yourself some money here this morning on the show. Good morning, Liberia. 0773 419 502, 0773 419 502, 978 564, 0773 978 564. These are the numbers for Orange subscribers. The alternative line for Lone Star subscribers is 0881275189, 0881275189. These are the numbers to be able to participate on this particular conversation that we just had. If you're placing your call, do not go to the previous conversation. Speak directly to what we just talked about. Okay. So these are the numbers: 0773 419 502, 0773 419 502, 0773 978 564, 0773 978 564, 0881. The alternative Lone Star line, let's get it and see. 0881 275 189, 0881-275-189. Let's talk to a few persons shortly, and then we will take a break and be right back here on the show. Good morning, Liberia. Okay, few persons we talk to, then we take a break right here. Good morning. Okay, that person left the line. Let's see as to if we talk to this person. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm okay. Your name and where do you join us from?
I'm calling you from Central Monrovia. I'm AB.
Okay.
Even though you said we shouldn't go back to the topic, I will not go back to it for now. But look, can you tell against from against, sir?
You say?
Hello? Can you tell against from against, sir?
I'm not even getting what you're saying.
You getting me now?
I'm getting what you're saying. I'm not understanding you.
Okay. Look, let me tell you. These guys say all the negative things about Josh, about the former President Josh. Today, he who claimed to be a PhD holder signed the code of conduct and then he violated the code of conduct. Let me tell you, nothing will happen to that guy. Absolutely nothing will happen to him. Take it or leave it. And my last thing, you see, we shouldn't go back to the first thing, but
no, but we're going back there.
The way that guy disrespected you the money, or a bomb of blood. A bomb of blood. That Hassan, I know Hassan or Wuki, that guy.
Oh, Hussein?
Hussein, oh, he disrespected you too by a bomb of blood. Oh, anyway, it's finished.
Let's talk to this person. Good morning.
Good morning, Samira. Ben.
Morning.
Yeah, I'm Peter David Castle again. I call from another street like Lower Johnson. I'm outstanding member of the Concerned Liberia for Justice. You know, Samira, you see, Josiah Joka he set a trap for himself, and the trap he has been caught in the trap. So there's nothing to escape. This guy claims to be educated, but what they brought and to the Liberian people is complete illiteracy and educated activity. You dismiss civil servant for wearing and a particular party t-shirt and taking part in the political activity. That's a bad said. Then you, a civil servant agent, the director, then you go wear political activity t-shirt, a t-shirt that is in support of Joseph Imapa. So why you gotta tell? I don't know why these guys, they just see that we are living in the age of antiquity. So this man, and that's why I really applaud Honorable Amar Corner. You know, there are educated people in the society to summon this man. And if there's someone, if Joseph Imapa cannot listen to the House of Representatives, to have this guy who is grossly incompetent, who brought an international disgrace to this particular country, to leave the Liberia Service Agency for a political hygiene to be restored there, they should lose a vote of no confidence into South Africa.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Good morning.
Good morning, my dear sister.
Morning.
I'm back again. Let me say good morning to my brother Ben Belief Toba. You know, and FMOCA, Concerned Liberian for Justice, and I'm also pushing for the return of the President We are because there is no governance right now in the country.
Okay.
Look, you know, Joka, I thought he said he got PhD or what kind of G.
Where did you get PhD from? Is that online?
Yeah, whatsoever. Because these are the educated people now. Because for you to tell me that the law is only applied to the layman, but you who are the bossman, the law does not apply to you. And in fact, the man is telling us that this is not a new position. This is an appointed position. So what you try to convince us on, and what you fail to realize is that the very American that he is in back-to-back stuff way, this bill that we are talking about, it originated with them during their time. So that means he has exclusive authority over that bill. And you can't take that from him. He wanted to bring of Liberia. So if we hope the invite will be able to do something serious this time around. Because if the president cannot take decision on his appointed official, you, the legislature, the right is there, the opportunity is there, not just inviting people, but be able to take some stand. You can declare no confident in this minister. Because other people are preaching against it. Why you say it was very, very wrong. And people are coming to defend it. And what Jika have also failed to realize that the Liberians that they were dealing with during Grandma Ellen Johnson study, first term, second term, they're not a Liberian now today. Okay? The media in this country right now has gone one step further when you come to research. They are on top of their game. They are not coming to sit down on the radio station and bring guys to come talk and lie to people and say what they can say. They open the lie. Then their followers are making research, will be research in the night before they come. We are prepared to follow the information that you are bringing to us. So this Liberian now that you are dealing this Liberian now that you are dealing with, be in the know that we are on top of our game, and you cannot lie to our sister, that particular code of conduct. So you cannot lie to us and let the legislature take a stand on him so that precedent will be set. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Edmond. This person, good morning.
Good morning, Tamara.
Morning. Your name and where do you join us from?
Thank you very much, and good morning to my brilliant, sophisticated chairperson, Ben Belief Topa.
Let's hear you quickly, my brother.
Yeah, come in. I have to get credit to you guys now.
Oh, you get used all the time now.
Okay, no problem. For the recognitions for the public and focused rapport. And I don't use this morning on no destination. This is my calling here when people come to know everything, they come to the table about disgracing their family and their relatives. It's what the woman did. This man disgrace his entire family with all the people. I'm not going to PhD, I got AD in there. He knows well the guideline of the political seats, I look at the civil service, I look at the law. It was the same man that chased after our comrade here. The same man made our comrade, well, no plan. The same man was chasing our comrade, the baby, took by the country prisoner, chasing them only because they are exercising their democratic right. Today, he come to the table by disgracing his entire family. But we are not surprised that the same man was the same person that said one time he will not recognize a constitutional president that was elected. Constitutional president that was elected. This camera, if you are against the worker, trust me, I will recognize it because what? It was not the one that elected. It was the constitutional principle that elected him, the people. But the same man sat down, very ignorantly, disgracefully, and saying, "You recognize George Weah because he feels that they are hate." It's not hate. They get like disgracing your family. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Let's talk to a few more persons here, and then we'll take a break, and we will be right back. Good morning.
Morning, this is Samira.
Morning.
Thank you very much. My name is Dennis Sharif. I join you from Broadview, Division of Accounting, proud son of Great Kipma County.
Go ahead.
You got it? Okay, thank you for the topic on the discussion. You see, this country of our Honor Jose Buakai, there are some government officials who refer to them as untouchable government officials. Absolutely, why is so happy on former President George Manneh Weah? People is happening on Jose Buakai. But this government official, Jose Buakai will do nothing today. This official put their neck on Chappie for Jose Buakai and a campaign for Jose Buakai to come back to power. So these guys will be highly protected. But what I just have to tell the Liberian people is that our finger crossed. After 2029, these guys will be prosecuted for what they have bring Liberian people. Because officials were dismissed because of their wear CDC material during 2020 elections. For example, the boss from NAFA, Emma Glasgow, was dismissed from her position. Even Eugene Nangbe were removed from a position from Marathon. Because of when CDC material about today, we can capture Josiah Joker when a political material, but he still serving as that particular position. That this is just a number of Buakai. So now we're projecting, we're preaching the message to the people that they should reject the number of Buakai. But today, he is there, you see all the things there. Thank you, my sister, for having me on your show.
Thank you. This person, good morning.
Good morning, Madam Smith. How are you?
I'm okay.
This is Mama Guitar, member of the Solar Movement. Let me really commend you for the show. For me, really, I'm not disappointed about the action of some of the Unity Party executives and members, what they are doing to Legon people. The only people that will be disappointed if they are not doing their work and the legislation because they are there to check all these people. Josiah Joker, they break the law of Paul Abdul. They aware of that. But for me, we are waiting because even the election rule that said it should resign 2 years prior to the election, we are still monitoring that if the party will obey and observe all the rules in the game. Because we saw Josiah Joker in party this year dancing for the president, President Joseph Nabwaka. And yesterday, people were better last because they wore party t-shirt, they compete for other people. Politically, you are not born more than your colleague. You are not educated more than anybody here. But if the law will not take against Josiah Joker, anybody will not be checked. So you party honor the experienced president and the integrity president. We are wanting to see the president why he would dismiss the identical political agency leader. He cannot be the kind of man to labor people. But you just take one group of people to be important, they honor. It's very wrong. Thank you very much for the opportunity, Madam Samira.
Okay, thank you for participating. The time is 7 minutes past 9 o'clock. Let's take this break. We'll be back. I'll continue the show up to 9:50, and then we'll call it a day. Let's take this one. It's called Money Palava.
Money palava. Money palava. You left your mama for more money. You left your papa for more money. I managed to get you money. Soy sister, no pide la ayuda. Soy padre, no pide la ayuda. Soy uncle, no pide la ayuda. Soy auntie, no pide la ayuda. As you begin for that you money, put a big party for you. Money, yeah, money palava. Money, yeah, money palava. You best friend on your enemy. You have flowers on your enemy. You brought us on your enemy. Money, yeah, money palava. Money, yeah, money palava. No. Money, yeah, money money palava. Money, yeah, money palava. Money, yeah, money palava. Money, yeah, money palava. You best friend on your enemy. You have now on your enemy. You brother step on your enemy. Money, yeah, money palava. Money, yeah, money palava.
And this one is titled Money Palava. You want to get bent on money. Plenty of things can happen because of money. Your best friend will say your worst enemy, will turn your worst enemy as something. You people, you, like, plenty of things can happen because of money. Like, money really hard though. Then we have to move forward. I don't know as to if you saw this. I think I'll place it in the chat room. Let's just wait on this quickly and then we move. This thing that has to do with the National Elections Commission boss, the guy who was being appointed, right? No, the acting chair of the National Election Commission, Senator Widow, doing his confirmation. He said that they will implement any law that says once a presidential candidate or political party obtains a certain percentage in previous elections, they will not be allowed to contest in future elections. Jonathan is saying that I just think that Alexander Cummings the people work out. Don't you think people work out Alexander Cummings?
Yeah, this is something. This is what's happening. They fear Arizona Cummings enter in the elections. That's the issue. They don't want Cummings in the elections. But quite frankly, that law is not going to affect Mr. Cummings because the first thing, it is not Arizona Cummings ANC that contested. It was the collaborating political party that contested CPP. CPP registered. The collaboration was registered. So I think Unity Party need to try harder because Cummings is eligible to contest. It is CPP that got 1%, and Cummings can run on his alternative National Congress ticket for president. So the Unity Party, the guys are not smart. Most of them academically, most of them are not on top of the game. Many people mistake the Unity Party of Madam Salif to the Unity Party of Joseph Boakai. No. One was the Unity Party of a Harvard-trained Salif, and the other is it was Sanga Pound on top of. So you cannot compare the two. It's not the same thing. Boakai is an old man who has not been very, very smart. All of his colleagues are PhD holders. All of his peers are all PhD holders and sophisticated people. Boakai BSc expired a long time ago, several decades ago, and so
But
his
BS
officials.
yes, fire Ben.
Yeah, the BSc expired a long time. A long time teammates that was when BSc expired. The BSc expired when your colleagues you graduate together, some of them have PhD now, you still get BSc. Mentee expired a long time after BSc expired. So where we are now is that on a serious note, Cummings will contest, ANC will contest, CPP will not contest if that law is effectuated because one person will own CPP. But Mr. Cummings is electable, so Unity Party should try harder. Leave Cummings alone. He's going to contest on the ANC ticket. Or except where arrangements are made where Cummings come to WIA and then they come together. If that should happen, or you have a WIA Cummings ticket, where WIA is the standard bearer, Cummings the vice standard bearer, then that is a whole different ball game. But if Cummings wants to still contest for president, he can contest on the ANC ticket. But many people have also been calling for Cummings WIA ticket or WIA Cummings ticket, where WIA here's the ticket and Cummings come as the deputy. But as it stands, Cummings is eligible to contest for president on the Alternative National Congress. So Unity Party and Widow, this guy Widow seems to be, he doesn't, it doesn't seems to be, I will say this on the show. The elections in 2029 will have tension. The reason is simple. Many people have overlooked it, but we'll continue to say it was very unfortunate for me to see the Senate. Anyway, I don't want to make this long because I know you want to bring out our guest, but Jonathan
Our
Wood.
guest is not yet on.
Okay, but Jonathan Witter is
He's
actually a
not yet
misfit.
on. He's
Okay,
not yet on.
yeah, Witter is a misfit. He's a partisan politician. Imagine you have a National Elections Commission chairman who announced in 2023 that Joseph Boakai will win the election on the first round. He announced that. If a protege of Joseph Boakai who announced that Boakai will win on the first round. Now that man was appointed as acting chairman of the NEC by Joseph Boakai. Liberians frowned against it. Integrity institutions spoke against it. Mr. Eddie Jawolo from the Civil Society, Nimbud, he spoke about it. Mr. Molobake Molu, the chairman of STAN, he spoke against it. They all spoke concerning the issue. And unfortunately, Joseph Boakai ignored all of that. And so we know what we are going into in 2029. The country is aware that a partisan of the Unity Party is the elections commissioner. And I have no confidence in the Liberian Senate. I don't trust the Senate. I don't trust the legislature on Boakai. I don't trust the House of Representatives. I don't trust the House of Senate because it has been proven that they are working at the whims and caprices of Joseph Boakai. Whatever Joseph Boakai wants, I think those people have been passing. What we knew before as the House of Elders is no longer the House of Elders. Of course, there are very few men that have spine in the House of Senate. There are very few men that are standing their ground in the House of Senate. And so, but the majority of them are all regime collaborators. Once once their account is accredited on a monthly basis and they get some envelopes and kickbacks, they're comfortable. That's the kind of legislature we have. And so it's quite unfortunate. It's quite unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. Senator Wida, what kind of man are you? You're not even clear. You political man, you white political jesse. You declare four-round victory for Unity Party, which was wrong. And CDC won the first round. Imagine that man sitting at the level of the NEC now. And you come here talk about we'll be enforcing election law and this and that 1%. So you think you come inside? It may not even confirm. Yeah, in confirmation hearing the man indirectly threatening Alexander Cummings. Indirectly threatening Alexander. They kind of man. But one thing we want to say on this platform, we're very clear. Liberia is not the property or private property of any individual. Some people, everybody spent 9 months on an average. Some people came 7 months, and other people spent maybe 10 months in a mother's womb due to some other phenomena. But at the end of the day, we all went through the 9 month incubation period. And we came here. We're all Liberians, so no one Liberian is better than the other. So if you think because you got a chance to govern today, and so you have your partisans occupying places where professionals and neutral, independent people should reside to play the ball in your favor, you're mistaken. Because one thing that we will not tolerate is that the democratic process of the country will not allow it to be manipulated. So perhaps, as usual, Boaka can get prepared to kill as many people as he can, because that's his culture. But one thing we know, no matter how tyrannical a regime is, we will remind Joseph Boaka that there were men like Samuel Kando before him who felt he was in charge. Even Dyckman and Dr. Charles Taylor felt too he was in charge. And people being around felt that they were in charge. And what happened to them? Read history. So I think the United Party, they are forgetting. They are forgetting about their history. Start treading Alexander Cummings. Why? Cummings will contest. And so 2029, the opposition, as opposition, let us just be on our elect. Let's be coordinated. The Liberian people, the 2029 is a crossroad for the country. It's a defining moment, and we are going into that election with our all. So, Mr. Boaka, your protege, and Jonathan Wider, you got nothing on Alexander Cummings will
Okay.
contest
Thank
if you
you.
want to contest for president. ANC.
Thank you. Thank you, Ben. We're finding it a little difficult to get our guests
So
on the
can we get him on
Facebook.
WhatsApp? Can we call
Yes,
him on
that is
WhatsApp?
that is what we're about to do, to get him on WhatsApp, because
Yeah.
we're finding it a bit difficult for him to come through the live. So
Yeah.
let us be able to have the conversation with him via our telephone. And our guests this morning, fellow Liberians, the time is 23 minutes past 9 o'clock. You're listening to Voice of Liberia 104.1. We do broadcast to you from Capital Bypass. My name is Samira Wanlai. I'm here with Ben Belief, talk about this morning on Good Morning Liberia. Our guest for the next minutes will be or is Koluba B. Akwe of the CDC Lofa chapter. He's the chairman of the CDC Lofa chapter there. And he's Koluba B. Akwe. We're going to talk about the CDC, but we'll narrow it to the Lofa politics, right? There in Lofa County, right? That is what we'll narrow it to. But let me say good morning to you, Koluba, and welcome to Voice of Liberia.
Well, good morning, ma'am, and good morning to my brother Ben Believe. I'm happy that I'm on on the line this morning. I'm struggling to get through, but I don't know. It's just very difficult. But anyway, it's better that I'm on. So that
Yeah.
maybe next time I get the malaria of in studio live. Yeah.
Definitely, and we did that so that the people can be seeing you while we're having a conversation.
Yeah.
But probably it's just due to a little issue, but we hope that it gets better next time so that we'll be able to do the best. But let me say welcome. How is Lofa County? How is the CDC?
Well, let me say again to those who listen to you that Lofa County is good. And in fact, Lofa County is now almost like a divided country right now because of the politics. Because the politics now has dragged us into a very serious division. People who pretend that everything is being settled here because we have the presidency. I think they might be living in a world of fantasy because nothing is just because one group of people feel that only they alone supposed to survive. One group of people feel that only they alone supposed to be in power. One group of people feel that only they alone should say it, and it is absolute. So I mean, group of people in power, I think they should be celebrating, but they are even more angrier than those who are not in power.
And you just said that Lofa County is divided. How is Lofa County divided? Lofa County, I mean, how is it divided?
Because one thing is that it's even getting more deeper because you have like have like 7 districts here. And almost all the Guntins are all trooping into one district.
Which kind of district is that?
That is that's the president home. That is an open secret. That's not something that we got to be mission our wars on. Because everything they can't name me one thing that they are doing in any of the district, everything that's in for you. Everything is in for you. So the other group of people are feeling disenchanted, especially the normal people, the better people, the Badingo people, even in government. You are pretty close to 60, government appointees. In the country, just the country alone, you have almost 60 of them, 60% of them are from Foya. And where we call Vonjaman, Salaye, and maybe Kwandebonde, you got less than 6. So the rest of them is really spread between Kulau and Foya. So that is the anger already. That is because if you take into Salaye, the only person you see down there is the CSC director, Josiah Joker. He's the only man for the entire district so far. Now the top Salaye. Then you talk about Zozo, you talk about Kato Kotiman for GSA. He's the only man. Then you talk about Vonjaman district, I don't know, because Cizago was there, and they removed Cizago simply because they did not arrest Samuel Tuwe. And unfortunately, Samuel Tuwe also beat them in the court, and they should bring him back, but that's not happening. So you check in the Vonjaman region, they said they replaced Zago with another Loma man, but there's a Loma man that has not been over for the past 10 years. So as a result, the people are angry. You take everything into one place. You got a $10 million project that is in Foya. You have the regional university that the program for which we call the $8 million that will be built in Foya. You can have the digital village that is in Foya. They are also constructing a football field there. We got a rice mill, the biggest rice mill machine that is in Foya also. Wow. And then they are doing street pavement in Foya. Then you left the road from Salaye. You jump over Salaye, Zozo, Konya, Vonjaman, Olau, and when started from Medicoma border to be coming towards Foya. So just in case you don't win the election to road where I'm part Foya, and you have easy access to sell them. That's just as soon as they are. Those are the issues. So that has divided us. And it will be more divided because you have a Tifa on the other side, and then masquerading, you have 1 Lufa, you have 10 Lufa over. It better be concentrated about 4 years, how you manage going to find in there. So if put now even giving the CDC more power now in the country. Imagine we not only have radio station here, we put over 42,000 votes. Now that we got our own radio station that covers the entire country, they tell us say you are 10 CDC over to to President Baka. I think we're dreaming, yo. He was dreaming.
And you let us stick to this thing we're in. It's interesting, and it's okay that there are Liberians who are in Monrovia in other counties. I do not know as to some of the things that you have said about the 10 million project, the digital village, and all of the things that is being situated in Foya, while you have Vonjaman city as the capital city. So had there been any reason why the president, because at most time people focus on the capital city, to make it beautiful. I'm not saying that other parts of the county cannot be beautiful, but people pay, most attention to the capital city because it's where majority of the people who go to Lufa or wherever stays. For an example, you have Monrovia, our capital, Liberia, our capital city, is being developed. People focus on development because most time when people leave from out there, they come to Liberia. The capital city is what is on the world stage. But why is it that some of these things that you're mentioning, it is not being, said well in the capital city? Is it that the capital city has some of these things already and they're forward with the development?
That is the most disappointing part. It's just like they are bringing back the old presidency where President Tubman flew and went to Maryland and paved the street of Maryland and left the road that into Maryland County. to happen. Then you have President Bull, who flew over and went to Grand Julia, was trying to pay Grand Julia Street. I think the same scenario, the CEO order, coming right back. Those other things that are named, not named, in Fonchema. But imagine the road that is leading from Banga to Fonchema is not being paid because under President Weah, he built a road from Banga to Saudi. Instead of you taking the road now from Saudi towards the capital, towards Foya, Kulau, you flew over and went to the border. And the Israelis started the road from Fonchema towards the border. But instead, you let that, because that was the initial plan, start from Fonchema towards the border. But he said no. He went to the border to start from there because he knows that from the border is going through Foya. That's the rationale, you see.
Okay. Because so speaking of development and speaking of majority of the developments going in Foya, that is the president's district and all of that. You care to tell Liberians just this question before Ben come in, except from the road that you just mentioned, what are some other projects that the Weah administration carried on in Lofa County? Because we're hearing a lot of projects there, within the president's district, and we care to know what are some of the projects that the Weah regime, carried on in Lofa County.
Right now, let me tell you one thing. Lofa County don't really need skyscraper. Lofa County just need road, and that was the trend President Weah took. And anything that was out here, their annual budget was like 604,000. The president took it for now, it got to 840,000. Can you imagine that? Took it from that level to go up to that level. That was one. Sometimes when people say these things, people outside will now understand that why we are being good. Let it see me trying to display what I'm trying to say because it's painful. It's very, very painful. President, we are who is that coming from the campus? Took the road from Banga into Salaye. So
that was his own project there in Lofa County.
No, we have the Foya.
Come again, the Foya what?
The Foya Town Hall project, which is named under President Weah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that town hall too is in Foya.
It's in Foya.
But coming to Foya to be the capital city.
You know what I noticed? What I really noticed, like the Kissy guys were just, they are just on top of the issues, In fact, they were also paving Foya Street under President Weah. Yeah, they were also paving Foya, but they didn't complete it anyway.
Okay, Ben, go ahead.
President Weah.
Yes. Let
you have President Weah is official to come back in the country like Janko. He has built a very big guest house here. You talk about Benedict Colton has a very, two separate buildings as guest houses in his town. They have Major Kochi coming back home, giving back to the people. Only this, my sister, ask any of the government officials from Lofa, to almost 60, tell them, many of them don't even have home yet. Home. And many see project, I said they're all dwelling home, they don't even have it yet. Almost all of them by the government right now. Not them.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, Ben, go ahead.
Teammate, thank you. Good morning. Good morning, my dear brother, Lofa One, the chairman of CDC Lofa County, a well-respected media guru. I want to say congratulations to you, County One. Congratulations on your ascendancy as chairman of the BKS opposition political party.
Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much.
Yeah. What are our chances in Lofa County? That's the first question. The second question is, what are the feedback of the citizens? Honest feedback concerning I have three questions only.
Ben, listen, Ben. You want to give out the 2 questions, and then you bring the ball back to me, and then I carry it back to you. You doing it like, yeah, why you want to do
All right.
3?
All right. All right, T-Man. The protocol's there. Protocol's there. All right,
Okay.
protocol's there, T-Man. So I'll do it too.
Yes, go ahead
All
with the
right,
second
so
question. You did not give the second.
the first question is, how are we positioned in the county? How is the CDC positioned in Lofa now? And the second question is, what are the honest feedback from the citizens concerning the border issue? Yeah, that Makona River crisis. What is the honest feedback of the
Yeah,
citizens?
let me just answer right now. Let me tell you something. Let me just tell, in fact, Tifa, thank you, sir, for making that pronouncement. Because that pronouncement at every point of that good shape right now. Because the people of Kwani are angry, the people of Zonsa are angry, the people of Frontier District, they are also angry because know that CDC recruited more people to go in FOIA to vote for Tifa. Yeah. I mean, Tifa being ungrateful to them. Without any consulting them or attending over what you're doing, you saw any error there? There was no error. He said that, yeah, he controlled so far, but why he didn't carry error there? He didn't carry error there. So the people are even more angry and put all in a better position, as I tell you.
Okay.
Now is in a very good position for Tifa pronouncement, and we will build on that. We're not here to go be arguing with them, let them be jumping, because if we were no longer relevant in the country, you won't get attack from all over the place, all over the, know that we are relevant. We are coming from the country. Amen. To pull very close, over 40,000 votes from the president. We know this is just a fair case. We know that we cannot win President Baka in your own town. But we have got 37%, and next time we'll go neck to neck. We'll go neck to neck. It's just like nobody can win job. We are in ground crew. So that's it, yeah. But for us, we are better placed because there are more sons and daughters who believe in the CDC right now than ever before. Because they believe that the Unity Party is an elitist organization that they only care for one another. Only the very people who are educated, maybe master degree, those who consider themselves as first class in the Unity Party, come in the country and ask questions. Come. They go to the market on that old man and say, even the very market Luna used to come, they no longer coming. People are also angry. That's not the people. Many of them cry, oh, CDC, this is that. Even the guest houses, the owners are also complaining because country officials are coming to the country, businesses are running. So now they will give up because when we stand our first, and first like 2000, maybe 2005, 2000, the first election, the second one, man, if you say you are a citizen in the country here, you almost be like Akiats. But now, we celebrate one walking the street. The recent press conference, they come outside the fence when we were having the press conference. The people were crowded, and we go because our people said they were coming.
We will get to the press conference issue.
No. I don't want to tell you, I'm not discussing the press issue. What I'm trying to say, the spirit, the CDC spirit now in the country, that's why I just thought to put to you. The CDC spirit. Yeah. That in fact, the FIFA pronouncement is even making us be more powerful than ever before.
Okay, yeah. You spoke about we can win Lofa County just the same way how it is saying that in Grand Judea, we are always win there. But let us look back. Back then, I should say that it was Thomas Fala who literally gave Lofa County to CDC. Now that Thomas Fala is no longer a part of the party, but rather has opened a movement for the re-election of Bwaka's.
Man, I did not say it is Thomas Fala gave Lofa.
No, listen. I'm the one saying it. You said that.
Oh, you the one said it.
Listen to the question. You said that we can win Lofa County as it is now. And
no. Let me bring it back. I said it is a glaring fact that CDC cannot win Lofa County because they are the president whom. But the 37% of God will even go pretty close to 50% next time. That's what I say.
Okay.
Can win.
Okay. So now you allude
nobody can win Georgia in ground crew. That's what I said.
You alluded to the fact that
In Lofa County CDC, the chances there is very high.
Very high.
So there's a lot of work to be done from the CDC aspect, because I think that Thomas Fala helped greatly when it comes to CDC in Lofa County.
I think, Timmy, I want to chip in small on the Fala issue. As the chairman is on the line, I want to chip in small.
I think you say, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about Tifa involvement. Some of us on the phone, yes, Tifa played a role. But I said it over and over, if you have to get any certificate for turning the CDC, but I mean for turning Lofa to CDC, you should tell Jamaica, thank you. You should tell nothing. Tifa was more than focused on FOIA because we are for the humanity. I mean, should be taking, if you talk about Lofa, you be telling people like Councilor Jala, and thank you. I mean, Senator Jala, thank you. Thank you. Mama Fofana, thank you. Jesse Koboy. And then they call them. And the rest of the guys tell them thank you.
So I want us to get this very clear. We're looking at the fate of seditions comes 2025 in Lofa County, and you are in Lofa County. You're between Lofa and Monrovia, and you are the chair there. You know as to how the people respond to issues. Comes 2029, it said that CDC stand of chance of winning Lofa or not. Let's forget about the past one. Let's look at the future.
That question is hypothetical because I want you to understand that our fight, all of us know, our fight is to go neck to neck in Lofa. Our fight is to go neck to neck in Lofa.
So the Lofa County, we agree that Lofa County is for the president.
That's the home.
That's his home, his stronghold.
No, we're going to be fight. No, we're going to be clear here. Even in Nima County, that Jeremiah home, but previous you're living. The fact that we go in the areas, politics will go in this area, your opponent want to try to reduce the margin from there. That's how politics works.
And Jeremiah Kuhn is the VP, and he's within Nimba County. And Nimba
he doesn't have the control Prince Johnson has.
Yeah.
Kuhn doesn't have the control Prince Johnson has.
CDC chances is slimming down, as you said that.
It's very high. CDC chances are high.
Why you do that?
When I say slimming down, you ain't say Lofa County for the president. Nimba County too for Jeremiah Kuhn.
No, hello, Chief. Let me just give the record. All the past elections, CDC have been receiving around 9,000 votes, 15,000 votes, that's around 7%. And if I do it every time, I've got nearly 9.9% from here on the Union Party. But for that number to adjust to 37%, I want to look at the Lalo claiming. I want if there's somebody if somebody is going 80 and start dropping to 60, that deterioration, I know that. But when somebody is from 50 and going to 160, 70, that's improvement. That's the point I'm making. That is the point I'm making. We are claiming 85% and 37% going to bring it down to back to the 7%. There were the challenges. We will even pass 37% this time around. I can promise you that.
So that is what I'm saying. If Lofa County, because the president hails from Lofa County, the vice president is from Nimba County, and Nimba County is a very populated county. So I'm saying that there's a whole lot of work that CDC has to do.
Yeah, that's the point. Why? A lot of support, a lot of mechanism, a lot of strategy, and that will bring the comment back. People have always said the Southeast, no matter how well you go there, you can't win job in the Southeast. So before you win job in the area, you got to put on the toughest strategy to get that. That's how Lofa is looking at. Lofa, look, let me tell you something, man. If Lofa has, look at the figure will be like 100%. If CDC can get 45% from Lofa, it's a plus. That's a plus. And that is our fight right now. Because with what we see, because surely, where we're going to bring them in is that Nimo and the Union Party will be fighting. They will be for because you might not fight them here. If they party will fight them, that time you're going to fight them here. That's the general open secret. And human is contesting for you. So Tifa going there without the backing of CDC, because CDC, as I said, Tifa winning for you was a war. Because we have to recruit people from various districts to go in for you to register. Tifa now only for you for the Tifa, by imposing her, and only for you. That's the open secret. We have facts and papers now from district.
Okay.
Wanted that particular. Yes.
Okay. Ben, go ahead with your next question, please.
Yeah.
Okay, so my follow-up question is, what are the citizen response to the governance issues of Russell Yumabwaka amidst the hardship, corruption, and in Lofa County, seeing one of the only significant projects standing is the president's gigantic $10 million mansion. Are there honest feedback from the citizens, or is Bwaka just being hailed as the king of Lofa, where citizens just accept that even though there's nothing happening, the president can build his $10 million mansion? And are they comfortable, or are people allowed to freely express themselves, or are there any manner and form in which that the citizens have given their feedback occasionally or regularly on governance issue, whether through the radio or other means?
And that's what I just said. I said, at first, speaking against the Unity Party was almost like a taboo. But right now, the proliferation of radio stations, especially with radio station, linked directly with the CDC, you listen to the radio, you get the feedback from the people angry, people stay in the street, people go to program, and they express their frustration. That's the open thing. The radio station, put the radio station, that's where you get the feedback. You get the feedback from there. People are angry. That the people are saying in the first place that everything the president is doing, the corruption is not talking. Marginalization in the government taking place, he's not talking. All the environmental activities go to fire, he's not talking. Those things are feeding the people. Go also and ask the people. So this will ask the people. Who maybe feel of how maybe Unity Party. Some of them might like it, some of them maybe afraid, but right now, opposition got voice here because they believe that everything Unity Party said that CDC was doing was all lies. For example, the cancellation all the traditional activities. They said, well, the CDC. They said, well, the CDC was doing it. But today, the very people who they voted for are the ones trying to almost like cancel traditional deploy in society. Right now, as we speak, there's a moratorium on it. And that anger the people as well. So those are the issues. They talk about the gay rights. They say about the CDC that was trying to sign the gay rights. Today, they know that there's a fight in the churches because the gay rights and the president and nobody talking. It's an open secret. So those are the things they talk loud. We talk about corruption. They say, don't you have corrupt, don't we eat money. In fact, our people in the country, the people are very mean and their responses can be, we not spending money, our salary, we'll get your salary with you. That's the thought against the people. And that also affects the people. So we just sit down and then we open our doors to them. They come to us every day, we all listen, and they complain, and we go, this time around, we are designing a strategy, we're not driving them away, we're not giving them, and they'll talk, and I hope, no.
Yeah, so that was the question that was about to take us to the phone lines to interact with a few Liberians, and then we'll call it a day because we do not have much time in our favor. We hope that next time we'll be able to have a lengthy conversation, right? Speaking of the strategies, we want to know from now till 2029, which will be election year, what are some of the strategies that you people are putting in place or have put in place in order to get more Lofians crossing over to the CDC? There should be a plan.
Yeah, but sometimes we don't really try to expose our strategy, but the major one would be that our doors are open.
Okay.
We are no more trying to criticize those who voted Joseph Baka and coming back to us. No. Secretly because they are afraid that there might be that the town chiefs They have been threatened. You know, they can remove all of the townships and replace them here. So those townships are setting down. They are setting down. They are like almost a town bomb. They are setting down and so data, our doors are now open. We are now open. We are transitioning from building them or bringing this government to power. No, not bringing them any longer. We consider them as you know, we are all human beings. We all make mistakes. You know, it's just better that we just correct our mistakes. So this era, our doors are open. Wow. We encourage them to come over, and they're coming over gradually. You will see, 1 or 2 months from now, we are planning what we call reunion day. And we invite you guys.
Okay.
We put the streets to a hot here in Fonjima. You see, if our people in Fonjima can't take press conference, people saw we have a program. People came from near villages, they came. I mean, angry the world there, some of them sold their laptop, the t-shirt. In fact, I was shocked. What? So people said they were angry. I mean, if the citizens are being quiet in the country, only they will be quiet or make some mistakes. Don't mistake what that we entrusted almost everything into the hands of Tifa that if you build a party office in a thing in Foya, we allow you to even appoint the chairman who is just for that if I control all of his projects, get the many pickups. I mean, we allow the mayor to control almost everything. So as a result, CDC Lofa is picking everything back from pieces. We're taking everything down, trying to put them back together.
Okay.
And trying to correct the mistakes. Yeah.
Okay. Keep on the line. Let's be able to entertain few calls. You listen to some Liberians properly. There are some of them who will have questions to ask. There are some of them who will have some statements to make so that you'll be able to respond to them. These are the numbers to call. We have CDC Lofa chapter chairman on the line, I should say. And his name is Akwe, I would say for short. And he's here. We have talked about the CDC Lofa chapter there. And it's okay that you be able to participate. Koluba B. Akwe is the one that we have online here in our studio. There are calls coming in, but let me be able to announce the numbers for the benefit of those of you who do not have it. 0773-419-50. 0773-978-564. Lone Star subscribers, you call us on this alternative line right here, 0881 275-189, 0773-419-502, 0773-978-564. Good morning.
Good morning, Simora.
Morning. Your name and where do you join us from?
Thank you, man. Me and you back and a proud member of the concern that came for justice, only for Chief Party. Good morning. And I listen to you. Thank you. You are doing well for CDC in local country. I listen to Thomas Farah. Thomas Farah said the CDC, Simora. How can organization be broken down in one country? Is that serious stuff there for follow these people? But you know, Thomas Farah should be worried for his district that have been taken over by the union. That is not a concern. It's not clear for those people that are up there. But now you continue. They will reward you tomorrow. I listen to you. Tunisian two came from Moshe rather to go and go for someone for him. The main representative can't get it flat. Those Tunisians are angry today. They will never follow him again.
Thank you, Mantia, brother. Let's talk to this person. Good morning.
Good morning, this is Samira.
Good morning. Go ahead.
Thank you very much. Spanish Sheriff Money again from Broadview. Let me approach my brother in studio, which happened to be a Cordoba, a quick Cordoba, yes, Lofa County chapter chairman. You know, it's just a motivation going to him because the angle that he is coming from is heavily political charge for the re-establishment, which is what the rescue allowing. Because for seeing Thomas Farah joining the rescue allowing, and now he accepted for him to be a party chairman for that particular locality, we will employ him for that. We know what happened behind the scene. There was a talking behind the scene for him to join the see Farah share, but he not listening to them. So I'm asking the CDC as a party for them to support that guy fully because it's a challenge between him and Thomas Farah. Come on the night. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Let's take this person. Good morning.
Thank you, Samara. Let me say good morning to our acting chair in Lofa County, Akwi. This is Edmond Carr, and member of the Concerned Liberian for Justice. And this is why we said the last time that it was politically immature for a veteran politician to come of power to declare the falling of Lofa. We said that it was too early for that. Okay, that's why we know that they support Boakai. But as we speak, the Lofians are not clear yet whether Boakai is standing into the election. They are not said that to us. So how do you go, you declare the entire country falling to Ifa? And one of the things that he is doing here, I ask him, we don't follow, that's why we are in Mozambique County. All of the development initiated in Lofa County, he making it to appear as saying he was the engine behind everything. But that's not true. Why you living just Kochi? Why you living Janga? Why you living all of the sons of Lofa County that were appointed in the government during President? We are saying they went back home, making sure that their county is developed, making sure that their county is a topical county to discuss. But he's taking all of the glory because he is looking for favor with the Unity Party people. And like we said, thanks be to God that some of the Unity Party people are now using the protocol microscopic eyes to really see who is some of Father and how he is coming. So kudos to Akwe, and we are following his activities, and we hope that all of the support will be given to him, making sure that he keeps Lofa alive for CDC. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. We have other calls coming in, but we have 2 minutes coming up to our closing time. We will not take all of your calls. The next time, we hope to have more time so that we'll be able to entertain Liberians. I know there are some of you wanting to ask questions. Let's squeeze in this person. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Samora.
Morning.
Yeah, this is Sarah calling for Justice, Concerned Liberian for Justice.
Okay.
Samora, thank you very much. And you were back with this morning, and I was still your guest. My brother, thank you this morning. The chairman for Lofa County, thank you very much. As he said if Joseph Bakahu, President, we are now in a place. Because the President is true. Because your stronghold, the person that come in contact with you, a hard for you in your stronghold. Even if you not win, somewhere else for that number. You got your stronghold, nobody can beat you like see where President, we are stronghold. Nobody can beat him. Whether you spend a lot of money, you destroy it, they will eat it, but they will reject you and go for their own. Why are you talking? You're more fuel. Let me tell you, because I say, no party over to Boaka. You're more fuel. Because President, we are the minister for local country in the President, we are government like engaged job. They don't want fuel before President, we are get that number. Now, I'm talking about you might have said, Simon, they really the first time they have to come up because represented because the minister, the director from local country. And that own president, we are and that were working, that were doing good in Lopa. They are what some of our get out, no one that you care, how can you win? And I won't still let you win because they carry the message that the minister said about Bobo. Since they can't, that's why they are children, their mother, their family. Bobo, since they can't, how can you win? Then he says he will deliver Lopa to Joseph Baka. So to the now, we will go Lopa, we will get half portion of Lopa, and we will campaign. And they're showing the former minister, they will campaign.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Mama. Thank you. Morning.
Good morning, Samira Ben, and to my own brother Akui in Lofa County.
Okay.
And I'm David Castle, front, and under the street like an outstanding member of the Concerned Liberian for Justice. You know, my brother Samira, I think Akui have just said we all here from Lofa. Lofa does not belong to anybody. In fact, look at the argument that Thomas Farah is pushing. He said he's the one that raised CDC and a percentage from 7 to 35. But let's look at the difference of the 7% that the CDC got to Lofa. It brought CDC to presidency. But his so-called 35 that he's boosting up 35%. What is the difference of that 35% to CDC? So some of us need to upgrade his meta thinking. This man is not the only offense that can vanish. He has Jessica. He has Akoi that is already speaking to us here. And other offense, some and doctor that can vanish. And also the developmental party that we are used to look for through road connectivity, infrastructure development. Look at the road from Banga all the way to Salary. These are things that make people to be very much impressed. And some of other things, CDC led power. You have not instigated or instituted any project in Lufa. So what you got to do? And there's a conflict currently between he and Francis Imani. So he's going to be the most frustrated and a politician ever in the history of Liberia Canton. So he's done the one. We are here. We are talking to our people in Lufa.
Thank you, my dear brother. Thank you. If we continue like this, people will keep on calling. Let's move. Aqua, you have listened to what some of the people have said, because the calls are coming in left and right. So I will not keep taking calls. Our time has already finished. I mean, Aqua, let's hear you quickly. What do you have to say? And also your parting comment.
Let me just bring back, why in my conclusion, let me just pull the reason if people who feel that Father control the place. Even the country needs. It was true, Jeff was a coaching. Father, that's not dumb. It was true, Jeff was a coaching. We paraded the trophy in the street of Monrovia without. So today coming, as I said, he's even still to even turn the vehicle over he has. The one chairman you see, he said he can't turn it over because he was the vice president for operation. Fine. The only thing, as people say, we just need to start. We have to start everything over here. We single motorbike, we don't even have it yet. Our head office was built in for our fence. So everything gone. We are simply affected. So I want to say thank you so much, all citizens. I want us to still remain strong. No, money is not all for it. I stood up because I believe what CDC did for me, what CDC did for my country, I said I can't betray them. I'm not going to make somebody, to stay in front of them. I can tell the guy who went and say, if I were back to get on the bus, when you're calling now, everywhere you pick your call, then calling. I don't build my trust in individual, in work with individual. I work with institution, not individual.
Okay.
So I want to thank you guys so much. And I hope that next time when I come to town, I will let you guys know so I can say face to face, so we can discuss it face to face.
Okay. Thank you, Akwe.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you. Then we're about to call it a day.
Yes, team, it's been a great show. It's been a wonderful show, and we want to say thanks to the thousands of people who've tuned in and participated. It's been a very great show, and we're hopeful that one day our country will get better, and that the criminals who have ganged up on the country will be history soon, as we prepare to usher in a responsible leadership headed by His Excellency Dr. George Manawia, the next president of Liberia. And there's a big news coming up for Jefferson Koji, but I'm not going to break that news. It's a good news. God is working. There's a very big news. Monserrato County next Senator Jefferson Koji. There will be a very big news announced in the coming days. So we're grateful to Jehovah for that. And we want to say congratulations to Mayor Jefferson Tamakoji, the next senator of Monserrato County.
Okay, Ben. Thank you. Do have yourself a great day. My name is Samira. One life, Ben. Yeah, Ben believe. So this is how we say bye-bye on Good Morning Liberia. We're going to be here tomorrow morning with another edition of the show. Until then, I see you when I talk to you.